Me trying to get my shit together. I felt a little crooked. Okay, there we go. Welcome, Perla, to las comadres. How's everybody doing? Let's see here. Hey, bestie. Welcome to Las Besties. Let me see. I can't see right. Why are my comments covered? Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let's turn this down. Who was it? Oh, Marcy. Marcy, welcome to Las Besties. 1, 2, 3, 2. No, dead ass. Literally dead ass. Because the fuck? Your hair bestie, I love it. Why can't my hair stay like this? You need a certain hairspray, low key probably, and a certain like wand. But the hair is hairing still. Oh my gosh. I'm in love with my earrings from Glamour Accessories. They're so freaking cute. I can't. Do y'all want to hear about my weekend? Hi guys, I'm ready for today's live. I already prayed because I'm scared. You don't be scared, bestie. Don't be scared. Last live was good mood. Let's do a little recap of my weekend. So, by the way, I'm gonna start doing like rosemary treatments or something. Yeah, let's talk about girls' night. I'm gonna start doing rosemary treatments because I need my hair to grow faster. It's already grown, what, like 2 inches maybe? But I need it to grow more so that way I can get a little longer. I can do a nice trim and then go do my hair again. Gonna put out the Rosario, as you should. I placed the order with Glamour Accessories earlier today. Yeah, use my code Julia. You get some money off and you get free shipping. Who doesn't want that? So, let me write it down. Let me type it in here. Girls' night was wild. How do you spell accessories? Accessories? How do you spell accessories? Oh my. Access. There we go. Wow, that took me a minute. Wow. Cosa sadness. Oh, here are the nails. I got new nails. Yeah, I'm gonna try rosemary. I'm gonna try rosemary oil and I'm gonna try the rosemary spray. I'm depending on my phone to spell check me. No, dead ass me. Maybe not today, Bessie. The baby blues got me. Like, oh no, Bessie. Well, let's talk about girls' night. See if this gets you in a certain type of mood. Tell me why. Okay, so girls' night was fun as fuck. Let's talk about it, and then we're gonna get into Mexican remedies. If you guys have any, you guys can drop them down in the comments when we start talking about it. So we don't get lost in the sauce. And we're gonna do brujería as well. Let's know if it works because I'm curious about it. Yeah, well, I've heard about rice water and I've heard about rosemary, but I want to try rosemary and mint and see what happens. Because I just want my hair longer. It's grown pretty much a bit, but I want it longer before I dye it again. And this time, so when I dye, I want to go full blonde and see what happens. Hey, Brody, where you been? The miel rosemary hair. I don't like miel rosemary any of their shit. So I got the mask, I got the shampoo and the conditioner, and the product felt so heavy on my hair. Like, it was disgusting and I stopped using it. I didn't like it. I don't think it's for all hair types. Like, I feel like it works on some people and some people it doesn't. But I did not like it at all. Didn't like it. I just put a little sprig of rosemary and a little cola de caballo in my shampoo. Hair grows fast and stops falling. Oh, well, thank you. Por fin, I catch it. Rosemary for sure. My hair is super long. I started using it after I gave birth. If you know, you know. Oh, yeah. Postpartum hair loss. So this weekend was fucking fun. So it was supposed to be me and 2 of my besties. Girl. Besties. No dejaron salir. They didn't let my other bestie go out with us. I was shook. I was like, oh. She's like, el tóxico no me dejó salir. And I was like, oh. But I ain't even gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it real. Y'all know I keep it real. And I told her this my damn self. Her man don't like me and my other friend. Dead ass. That's just what it is. That's what it is. I don't know from what point it happened. I will say that I think when it did happen was like the last time se nos juntamos, we got really fucked up at Gabriella's, and we went and got matching tattoos, and I guess that was just too rebellious of us, you know what I mean? My man didn't give a fuck. He be watching these lives, and he can. And he can. And it's crazy, though, because I feel like we had a pretty good relationship. So it's always been us three with our men's. You know what I mean? I noticed it was just going for, I know, me talking about being my bestie, and just me. And I don't know at what point it shifted. But here's the thing. No tea, no shade, no pink lemonade. Men can't stand the friends that are woke. The friends that are woke que aconsejan a sus friends. You know what I mean? And which I don't say leave him or nothing like that. I'm just like, ponte verga, because that's how we all need to be. I'm like that with everybody, you know what I mean? Like, I tell everybody, ponte verga, but don't let these men fucking push you over and shit. But it's not that he doesn't let her leave, and I'm gonna tell you why. No tea, no shade, okay? I'm not hating on nobody, but I think the reason that he just doesn't, I don't know, he thinks me and my other friend are like bad influences or whores. I don't know. Who fucking knows? Which I'm a married woman. I'm a married woman, and my friend's engaged, so I don't know where that came from, but he lets her. That sounds bad. He lets her, but like I noticed that she goes out with like his friends, the wives and stuff. So I'm just like, oh, it's not that like se pone sus moños cuando sales. It's when me and her. He don't want you with us. That's really what it is. I mean, no me engañan, okay? And we can be honest. We've had enough years of friendships where I can be like, girl, he just don't like us. I don't know what happened, but he don't like us. But do I give a fuck? No, I don't. No fucks have ever been given, and they never will be given. I don't care. I don't care. And I'm a step every time. And she knows it. I still love her, and hopefully we can hang out eventually. I'm gonna have to go fucking, kidnap her, but it's gonna happen eventually. You can't hide her forever. I will creep in that window. And I will take her. And we will get drunk. So it's just up to you. You gonna be mad or not? You know what I mean? But yeah, he don't like us. Go over. No, it's just like come over here. I'm like, it's good, dude. My thing is, if somebody don't like me, I don't go. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like it's uncomfortable. Like you don't like me, so like. And then I told over. I was like, oh, like it's because I don't think he like. He's like, what'd y'all do? I was like, I don't know. I don't know what we did. I don't know what we did, but something changed over the years. Something changed. So we've been knowing each other. I think she's been with her man ever since me and Jacobo got together. Maybe a few years less. But like we've all known each other for years, bitch. Years. So I'm just like. Which, no tea, no shade, but like if only. The only one who was like a really una niña buena is the friend that I went with, right? She's like the one that we really, really influenced to be like a bad person when we were younger. But like honestly, I was pretty chill. And then this time, like, she was the bad influence. I'm good. I've been good. You know what I mean? Now we're adults and adulting. We're not gonna fucking, I don't know, go kick homeless people or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think we're gonna do? That we're just gonna make out with the banda or something? It doesn't work like that. Like we're trying to have a good time. Yeah, we're just trying to have a good time. So it is what it is. But whatever. So yeah, she didn't go. It was just me and my other friend, and we got lit. We got fucking lit. I had already pregame. She kind of pregamed a little bit. We got there, and I was like, we're starting off strong. Oh, and I was humbled. Let me tell you, I was fucking humbled. So I went to see Reinas. Does he know how funny you are? Who can hate that? I don't know, you know what I mean? But like the funny thing is like we're supposed to have a couples night. So we're supposed to have a ladies night and then we're supposed to have a couples night so that we can all get to know each other because my friend who's engaged, like I know her prometido or like her fiance, but we don't know him on a level. Like I know more about him than he thinks. That he doesn't know that I know a lot about him, but because that's my best friend, you know what I mean? Like we talk to each other about our mans and whatever. So I know about him and I know, I trust her that she knows, she chose a good fiance. And I like him. But have I hung out with him a lot? No. And so we're trying to get together because they're gonna get married next year. So it's giving, you know what I mean? We gotta start getting the band together again so that way we can party at the wedding, And so I don't know how it's gonna work because if he don't like us, how he gonna go to couples night? You know what I mean? Bestie, is he scared of you? No. I don't think so. I don't invite him out. Maybe he'll like that. It's more traditional that way. No, I'm not kissing nobody's ass. You can go or not. I don't give a fuck. I think I care about my friend. You know what I mean? Like, I don't expect my friends to care about my man. I expect them to care about me. So it's like, I don't give a fuck. He can go or not. Don't make no difference to me. I'm still gonna have fun. Anyways, yeah, hopefully we can. Hopefully we can. And hopefully he goes. Because I guess ladies, I don't know, whatever. But anyways, so we had a good time. We got there, they put us in the middle. It's a really loud restaurant though. I was trying to catch up with my friend, and I will say this, it's just so loud and noisy that like I was like, you know what, let's not even talk anymore. Let's just start getting fucked up and let's get on to it. There was a lot of people in there. There was a lot of uggos, not gonna lie. It's more of a family place now. So how do you feel about it? Nothing really. I mean, it doesn't change the way I feel about her and our friendship. You know what I mean? It happens. Like, if you can't, no lo vas a caer bien a todo el mundo. You know what I mean? Like, there's bitches who literally hate my guts, and that's fine. Like, it doesn't affect me. When she can come out, like, if I gotta go fucking snatch her up, I'll snatch her up. But we're gonna have a girls' night. Wait, so it ain't a baile or what? No, it's like a, so they do have bailes, I think, but it's a restaurant. It's a seafood Mexican restaurant. Oh, disclaimer, okay, disclaimer. That candle that you guys saw on the table, because I had a lot of DMs about it, and then some people commented about it. I didn't take that vela with me, okay? That candle is at every table. So this restaurant is called Sirenas. If you look it up, they have banda Thursday through Sunday, I believe, and it's like a buchon, belicon restaurant. So like they have El Chapo, they have him, and like all these other, you know, arcos, and in the ladies' restroom they have like Queen of the South type shit. Like they got all types of stuff it's like that aesthetic. So you have all of that in their banda. Like they have is it Valverde? I forgot. I don't know how to fuck it. But they have like a shrine there, or like not a shrine, but like, what the fuck is it called? Like a little altar with him. So like it's just like it's that type of vibe. So when you go there, they have candles on every table, and like with a little flower. And it's either gonna be the Virgencita, San Jose Jesus, or an angel. That's what they have on all the tables. So that I didn't take that, babe. Okay, please don't think I took that with me. That was already there. If it was cute, it would have been something exactly. And we got some sushi, we got some shrimp tacos, we got a tostada. It was really, really good. People was thinking you were trying to cute yeah, I'm like, why would I do that? Like, that's crazy. Like, I'm all for bad vibes get away from me, but like I'm not taking it that far. When I saw the candle, I was like, no, yeah, that's literally the vibe, y'all. Like, I'm not even making this up. And then at Gabriella's, they have it all, so it's like Gabriella's, Taquero Mucho, and Sirenas, they're all the same. And Malavida and Malasanta, it's all from the same person, here in Austin. So, I was over here thinking you were cleansing the vibes. Can you imagine if I took a candle, though? Like, let's be for real for a second. So, yeah, and then, like, it was, okay, let me tell you how I was humbled before we get into today's shit, right? And then let's just talk about, so, it was fucking funny. There was this, the waitress comes up, the mesera comes up to us, right? And she tells me personally, she's like, hey, that there somebody send you a shot. And so I was like, oh my god, like it has to be a bestie, you feel me? So I was like, oh, for real? She's like, what do you want the shot of? And I was like, oh, Don Julio. And so then she goes, okay, I'm gonna bring it to you. And I was like, who sent it? You know what I mean? Because I was trying to say thank you. And so she was like, that table over there. So then I see a man in a white shirt, and I'm like, oh shit, it's not a bestie. It's not a bestie. And I was like, oh, I don't think I should have accepted this because it's a man, you know what I mean? And then my friend is like, she's like, did that man send it to you? I was like, that's what she said. And so we're like kind of freaking out. And she's like, oh, well, fuck you already got it. I was like, I don't think I should accept, because I'm probably going to give the wrong idea, right? And so then she's like, okay, like, just drink it. And so then a woman sits next, and I was like, oh, she's the bestie then, right? You know, it's the woman. And so then I'm looking at her dead ass, and I'm looking at her, I'm like, oh, you know, and like we're nodding, and then my friend's like, wait, I think I know her. I was like, oh, for real? And she's like, oh, that's cool that like she's a bestie. And I was like, yeah. And so, I was like, oh, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, oh, like I want to. I was like, should I go tell her thank you? She's like, no, no, like wait for her to get up. And thank goodness I fucking did it. She was like, go tell her. Like I was like, should I tell her thank you? You know what I mean, for the shot? She's like, no, no, like let's just wait it out. So then the woman gets up and then she comes over and then like she kind of side hugs me. She's like, hey, and I'm like, hey, and then she fucking goes to my friend and then she's like, oh, she's like, I know you. And then she's like, yeah, I was telling my friend, I know you too. And then she was like, yeah, she's like, you did the flowers for my wedding. And she's like, oh yeah, now I remember. So like they're connected. I'm like, and so I'm quickly realizing the shot was not for me. The shot's not for me, it's for my friend. And so I'm like, bitch, I was like, the shot is for you. And she's like, no, no, no. I was like, yes, it is. And so then she's like, wait, she's like, oh, for me? And I was like, bitch, just take the shot. Like, save me the fucking embarrassment. I've already gone through too many emotions right now. So then I was like, it's for you. And she's like, yeah, yeah, I got you a shot. And so she's like, oh, okay. I was like, and then I was like, dude. And she was like, what is it? And I was like, it's Don Julio, 'cause I thought it was for me. She's like, it's fine, I'll drink it. Cause she's out, and I was fucking humble. I was like, bitch, this is like the most humbling moment of my fucking life right now. And I was like, and my friend was like, but I was hyping you up too. She's like, I didn't think that it was for me. And I was like, well, there you go. So yeah. And then it was just too much. I was like, I've been humbled. I was like, this is my most humbling moment. And she's like, are you gonna talk? I was like, yeah, I keep it real. I'm gonna talk about it. And then she was like, just say it was for you. I was like, no, I'm not gonna lie. It was for my friend. And she drank it and good for her. Cause she did the flowers for that woman's wedding. And dude, yeah, Bessie's word over exactly. I think it's fine, it's fine. I had to shake it off. I was like, it's fine. It is what it is. Nothing, no pasa nada, no pasa nada. You know what I mean? And I was like, you know what? Bring the drinks. Bring the drinks because I've been humbled. Cosas que me mantienen humilde. That's at the top. At the top right now. No, but my friend hyped me up too because she was a bestie owes you a drink. Yeah, honestly, honestly, I was embarrassed. I was humbled, but it's fine. It is what it is. But then a bestie commented on my TikTok and was like, I was there and I saw you. If you would have said hi to me, I would have been even Stevens. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have been so humbled. That was the bestie in the room with us. Love you, queen. It is what it is. And so we're looking, and so the whole time we were looking at her friend, she was like, yeah, like she's really nice. Like apenas se casaron. I was like, oh, nice. And she was an older woman, and y'all, that she was fucking on it. Like she was so drunk, and her man didn't give a fuck. She was taking pictures with the banda. He got her like 6 songs, mind you. Imagine if you would have said, oh, I want to pick literally. Oh. I would have killed that would have been my 13th reason. Yeah, cosas que me mantienen humilde. That's at the top of the list. That's number 1 right now. That's literally number 1. And so she like, her man don't give a fuck. And I was like, oh, he loves her. He was carrying her purse while she was just, you know, dancing and recording the banda. He got her like almost 6 songs. Mind you, the songs were $30 a fucking piece. Bitch, otra cosa que me mantiene humilde. Okay? Yeah, 6 songs. Otra cosa que, so, like, okay, me and my friend, we got lit. Like, we're already halfway there. Like, we had already had our sushi, so fucking good. I was just, the agua locas had, it was watermelon, agua de sandia with Don Julio. I don't know how many shots. I told her, I want that bitch heavy. You feel me? I want that bitch loaded. And she's like, I got you, girl. So, it was pretty strong. She was a little thick, you feel me? And like, I was like, and we're already on it. And I was like, bitch, I was like, let's get the banda. I was like, let's just get the banda. And then she was like, you down? I was like, I'm down. I was like, I don't give a fuck. And she's like, yeah, we'll get a song each. And I was like, okay, I don't care, right? So we called the banda over. We're like, give me 2 songs. And I got Fuentes Ortiz and she got Laurita Garza. It was a fucking vibe. And I was thinking $20 a fucking song. Like that. I was like, hey, $20. $20 is nothing. You feel me? Here. And then the gordito was like, muchas gracias, mis amores. He's like, van a ser 60. And I was like, but I was like, here you go. I mean, luckily, me and my friend, this is why I fucks with her like this too. I never gotta worry about her when it comes to like budgeting. Like when we're gonna eat, we're gonna eat. You feel me? And so I was like, well, thank goodness we got the money. I got the cash, and I was like, here you go. And he gonna give me a little fist bump, bitch. They sing good though. I will say that they sing really, really good. But I was like, hey, fuck it. You know what I mean? We had a little moment. They were super, super nice. They sing really fucking good. And yeah, when I get litty, I start acting. That's what I'm saying. It was giving richness. And then the shots were coming in. The drinks were coming in. And then I was like, you know what? We gotta go. We felt suffocated. There were so much people in there. The banda was super fucking loud. And yay, Crystal 2 months. Here are the nails. Frenchies. Yeah, and so did Huck over for the video? No. Because apparently, allegedly, I was being a fucking flirt when I wasn't. I'm like, let me tell them about the banda, okay? First of all, I think they both had rings on. Same twinsies. They're married. Second of all, they're super fucking nice. Why? Because they want that shmoney. They want that tip. But they're super nice. I like them. They sing really good. And they were a vibe. They were super nice to us. But I think because really realistically, women don't really ask for songs. So like they were like, oh, like they were hyping us up low key. That's like, y'all don't even want to see the rest. I only put snippets of that because me and my friend, we didn't know how to act, okay? Because they were hyping us up because they were like, women don't be getting songs. It's always men getting songs for the women. I was like, bitch, we're two independent bitches. You know what I mean? We're two, and then they were like, arriba las mujeres. And I was like, yeah. Yeah, and I was like, don't hype me up because I'm gonna get another song. But they know what they're doing. They were hyping us up, and I was like, bitch, you're making me want to get two more songs. So chill the fuck out and leave. I don't need you to hype me up right now. Not anymore. I was already on that level. But they're nice. They're nice. So yeah, and then we got fucked up. We like and then like we just felt suffocated. We felt suffocated because like the banda was just right behind us at the next table. Like there was so much people. It was getting hot, and then my friend was like, and then I made her drink an agua loca, and like she didn't like it because it was too strong, and she was like, bitch, I'm gonna throw up. And then she was like, ooh. And I was like, I was like, I'm trying to come back to this restaurant. I said, dude, don't you fucking dare throw up in this restaurant. And embarrass both of us. She's like, I said, suck it back in. I said, ooh. I said, suck that shit back in. And then the way I was seeing her, she was sweating. She had the alcohol sweats. And I was getting them too. I was like, we gotta go. We gotta get the fuck out of here. And I was trying to find the message. I was like, bitch, give me the fucking bill now. I need to pay this. I need to get the fuck out of here. I was like, you taking too damn long. And then I was talking to my nail tech. Karime fucking told me, she was like, why did they charge you tip already? Because homegirl was like, I didn't like her attitude. Low key. I ain't even gonna lie. I was like, bitch, you just saw us get some songs. Obviously, we got money right now. You feel me? So my bill personally was $124 for me only. That's my food and all my drinks, and I drank a lot. And so then I'm trying to give her a $20 bill right for a tip, and then she's like, I already charged a tip. I was like, bitch, do you want to get slapped with this 20? Take it, because once I pull it back, you're not getting it. And she's like, thanks. I was like, was I supposed to fucking tip you a diamond or what? Yeah, I was like, okay. Your nails too cute. Thank you, Paloma. Yeah, and I was just like, girl, bye. So I just fucking hopped off. I was like, let's go. Oh, dang, I would not have given her more. Yeah, but I was already at that level where like, bitch, no me vas a humillar. You know what I mean? I was like, take the fucking 20 and get out of my face. And so we're leaving. It's too much going on. Mind you, I still had the gift bags. I had 2 gift bags. The one for my friend and the other friend didn't go. So I had to carry that shit out. And we're just fucking falling. And then my friend was trying to fucking to drive home. I was like, you can't drive home, babe. But she's like, I'm good. I was like, no, you're not. And so she really was less drunk than me, right? And I was like, no, I don't think you're good to go. Because mind you, she lives like maybe 30 minutes away from the place. And so I was like, no. So she was trying to convince, she was trying to gaslight me, right? And mind you, I'm drunk. She's like, I'm good. I was like, I don't know. And then as soon as we were walking, okay, my first time she couldn't open the door. The door was a push and she couldn't open it. And the security guard had to open the door for her. And I was like, yeah, I was like, you ain't driving. I was like, call your man right now because you're not driving. And he had already told her, let me know if you can't drive. I'll come pick you up. I was like, just call him. And she's like, yeah, I might have to. And then as soon as we're walking out, we get halfway to where her car is parked and she throws up. Like, it's a fucking exorcist. It's just coming out. And I was just like, no. I was like, stop throwing up. Oh my God, it was so nasty. It was so nasty. I was like, open your fucking door and let me get in the car. I was like, because I was sitting with her waiting with her, right, for her man to pick her up. And then I was going to tell Jacobo to come pick me up, right? And like, it just all hit her. It all hit her. She was fighting for her fucking life. I was laughing my fucking ass off because I was drunk. I literally almost pissed myself. You should all get one and throw them. Yeah. And so then she lays down and like, everything's good. Everything's good. I tell her, call your man. She calls him, and then once he answers, she's throwing up again. So I'm telling him, I'm like, hey, can you come pick her up because she's fucked up? And then I'm like, quit throwing up, which I don't know why that doesn't help. And she's like, I can't. She's like, come get me. Yeah. And so he was like, just send me the address. I was like, send him the address. So there I am. I'm sending her the address so that she can send it to him. He's like, I'll be there in half an hour. Like, my brother's going to take me, and I'm going to pick you up. You're going to say, okay. And so I was like, okay, I'll just wait. I'm going to wait like 15 minutes, and then I'll call Jacobo to come pick me up. That way, we can leave at the same time. And yeah, she was just throwing up, and she's like, bitch, you just all hit me. And I was like, he's already coming for you. And I had given her 2 cantaritos, right? For just a pregame. So there was still a cantarito in the bag. And I was like, do you wanna try it? And then she was like, yeah. I cannot, yeah. So I think I gave her the pineapple. She was trying the mandarina one. I was like, here, I was like, drink it. She was like, I don't know. And then, mind you, okay, we would have been barf exactly. Yeah, the pickle, everything just fucking hit her and oh my god. And so she was like, okay, I'll try it. And she was like, I don't like it. But yeah, she's still sipping on it. And then she drinks half of it. And she's like, here, you drink the other half. I was like, I'm not drinking that. And then she's like, why not? It's good. I was like, bitch, you just threw up. You just fucking threw up and you're drinking. I'm not gonna fucking drink your backwash. Like, you have throw up backwash right now. I'm sorry, I love you, but no. Yeah, I still gave her more and she was still drinking it and then she was like falling asleep. I was like, just go to sleep, babe. Hopefully your man gets here soon and we can all fucking leave. So then I was like, let him know when he's like closer so that way I could tell Jacobo to come get me. And then she's like, yeah. And so then I call Jacobo, right? At least she held it down. So I call him and I'm like, hey, I'm like, come get me, like, cause you know she can't drive. Her man's coming to pick her up, and he's like, babe, I've been here the whole time. I was like, oh, you're here, and he's like, yeah, I'm in the back. I went to go get a gordita. He's like, I went to go get something to eat, and I'm just here in the back waiting. Like, I was waiting for you to call me, and then I could just pick you up. He's like, because I knew you wasn't going to make it. And he's like, are you in the car with her? And I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah. He's like, I seen y'all walking over. I was like, did you see her throw up? He was like, hell yeah, I saw her throw up. I was like, oh, my gosh. I was like, that's so embarrassing. He goes, y'all are old. He's like, I don't want that. I was like, no, honestly. And he's like, you throw up? I was like, no, I'm not throwing up. And I was like, I'm just gonna. He was like, okay. He was like, just wait for her. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wait for her until he gets here, and then I'll leave or whatever. So her man gets there. How stupid we are. Her man gets there, and I tell her, I was like, hey, act drunk. What do you mean act drunk? She's like, bitch, I am drunk. I'm like, yeah, but act drunker. And then she drank, but not like a lot. You know what I mean? I was low because I were hitting her. And so she was like, tell my man, like, let him know that, you know, I took 10 shots. I was like, oh, I'm gonna hype you up. And so like he opens the door and I'm like, okay, act drunk. And she starts laughing. She's like, I am drunk. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. He comes and I'm like, oh, she had like 10 shots and 5 margaritas. And he looking at her, he like, baby, get up. And I'm like, bitch, get up. I'm like, fucking help yourself and get up. Like, cause she was, I like, just let him drive. Like, get out. And so we're leaving. She's like, wait, I need to tell Jacobo hi. I ain't seen him. She goes to my, and then I get in and she's like, okay, bye. I'm like, bye. And yeah, that was the night. And then I got some Whataburger. I got me a burger, came home, ate it, and then knocked the fuck out. And yeah. That was girls' night. Party, what'd you say? Don Jacobo sitting back munching on his gordita watching the show. Literally, Jacobo was waiting for the banda out back to throw it. And my friend said that her man got a little toxic too and was like, oh, because I was like, we need to take the guys there, you know, and go as couples. And he was like, I ain't going there. Not with that banda. Because I don't know if y'all seen it. Si no me dices, no me doy cuenta, lo hubieras dicho. Literally, I don't know if y'all seen my little Instagram reel, but like on her song, Laurita Garza, homie, like they making eye contact. I was like, it's a little sus. I ain't even gonna lie, it's a little sus. And I guess her man saw my Instagram. I don't know if she showed him or he saw my reel, and he was like, he was staring a little too hard. And I was like, yeah, they had dead ass eye contact. Like he was because he said, oh, because they were like, oh, and then let me tell you about the fucking banda too, because I was already lit. And they were like, well, you know, what are we gonna drink? Like, you know, being kind of, you know what I mean? Because they want more songs or whatever. And I was like, you want a shot? I was like, I'll get you a shot right now. We finna drink a shot together or what? And he's like, no. He's like, it's because we gotta sing and I can't be drunk singing. I was like, okay. I was like, you ain't about it then. I challenged him. Okay, le hice un rato. I was like, you want to take a shot? We can all take shots together because I'll order shots for us right now. And he was like, no, I ain't about it. I was like, okay then. Don't test me, because we can get down. And so after I said that, she offered him her water, and that's why he picked up her water. And he's like, I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but they had a little moment. And then she laughed, and then he was laughing. And I was like, girl, maybe I shouldn't post this, but it is what it is. If I get in trouble, so do you. Just kidding. I seen it. Yeah, they had eye contact. They had a moment. I was like, yeah, scandalous. I was like, y'all had a little moment, babe. She said, no, we did it. She was like, it's because they wanted more songs. I was like, okay, you want to tell yourself that? I was like, y'all had eye contact. They had eye contact for a minute. I was like, you sure had him giggling He was over there fucking crossing his feet, basically, with his fucking feet up in the air, kicking them. That's the vibe I got. But what do I know? You know what I mean? I was wondering what that was about, right? It looks sus, huh? Us starting drama. Stop, besties. Not us starting shit. Girl, you're gonna get the bestie show. Yeah. Oh, and then because the gordito like smiled at me, oh no. And then that same dude that made eye contact with my friend, I got in trouble because he pointed at me when he was singing. He could have been pointing at the bitch behind me. What do I know? I was drunk. And you know what? Honestly, I'm very, very surprised that I was able to post those videos and that I wasn't singing in the background. Because that's what it was giving. That's how fucking lit I was. I'm surprised I was not singing in the background. I was like, and when I saw them in the morning, I was like, how much do you want to bet? I'm recording the banda and all you can hear is me fucking singing. It's okay, Arawa. Yep. Thank goodness it wasn't like that. I don't know how I kept my mouth shut, but I did it. Because y'all know I like to sing. Entanglement vibes, for sure. But they sing good. But yeah, that's what it was. I can't wait to go back. I'm rewatching the video after this context. Wild. Well, you know what? Let's pull it up. You don't gotta go back, Bessie. I'll pull it up. Not me being messy. Look at this. Look at this. Look, he picked up the water, and then look at that eye contact. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And then I don't know what she laughs, and then he laughs with her. I'm like, oh, okay. Got a little chemistry going there. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, you can't hear it, but she laughing. I was like, oh, okay. Call me matchmaker. Just kidding. That's so disrespectful. I apologize. It's just jokes. It's all jokes. It's nothing serious. It was never that. It was never that, besties. I'm just playing around. But that's what I was talking about. I was like, oh, okay. Tell me that wasn't a long-ass eye contact. Bessie saw her boyfriend was about to say, you can't. You're right. It is me. I'm the problem. Oh, well. It is worse. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into the good. Let's get into the tea. That never happened. So, yeah. That was the girls' night. It was really fun. It's for entertainment purposes only. This is not real. But at this point, you're going to be having a girls' night alone. At this point, it's going to be me by my fucking self. Apparently, I don't know how to act right. That's fine. I don't care. It's all allegations, all that. Is it me or am I that? Bessie, next time you're going to have to, exactly. It's going to be myself and I. And guess what? I'm still going to step. But yeah, y'all, it's giving, I'm eating my house for a little minute because I spent a little money. Yeah, other bestie boyfriend watching, like, this is what I'm talking about. Or else I'll for the streets say, los tenían bien chillados. Puro pedo, quieren dinero. I'm not delulu. We're not delusional, okay? And literally, we were messaging yesterday. I was like, let's not be delulu, bitch. Ain't nobody want it. They want our money. Let's be for real for a second. All right. Let's get into it. When I was younger, I went to Mexico and there was a lady at the edge of town that people would say she was a witch, that she would only come out at night. So my aunt would tell us not to go near her house, just in case she was. One day I was playing with my cousins on the bikes and ended up next to her house, which apparently was a house of one cousin's aunt. We went inside her house and were playing in the backyard, pretending to play house when we hear bells jingle and very low giggles and whispering. It went on for like 30 minutes, so we got curious and looked over the fence to the witch's backyard. That is when we saw her sitting down on a small table, singing and making rag dolls, voodoo dolls, dance. As soon as she sensed that someone was looking, the giggles and whispers stopped, and she looked over just in time for us to duck down the fence. We continued to hear her chanting as soon as we got inside the house, but I left home, never wanted to go near there again. Es que uno de chiquillo, bestie. Literally, like, when you're little, you don't understand. Like, bitch, we're in danger. That's some real shit going on here, and it's not shits and giggles. Thank goodness nothing happened, though. You feel me? So, talking about giggles, I saw this guy on a podcast. It was on TikTok. And it was real fucking interesting. So, he was basically saying everybody has to have a different pose, Rosie. Imagine a bestie night, we going to jail with the mugshot verse. That's what I'm saying. If we go out, first of all, um, make sure you ain't got no compromisos. Don't get me in trouble. Okay, I don't want to get you bitches in trouble either. Brody leaving with the senora for sure. Yeah, a sugar mama. Um, and I'm just gonna be taking shots. When y'all has to take care of me though, like when y'all has to call Jacobo and be like, come pick her up. Like please I'm gonna let you know my limits and respect them. Okay, because it almost got there. I almost threw up and I don't throw up. So respect my limits if we do go out. And when I say that the bill needs to come. I don't care how to act because once I drink, we see him. That's what I'm saying. No, and that's my problem. Like, I can't believe how much fucking money I spent. Ooh, Evelyn, 1 month with us besties. What are we talking about, bestie? We're talking about Mexican remedies, brujería, and then I got done talking about my girls' night. I'll be dancing with the singer of the banda. I was tempted, not gonna lie, but I was like, you know what? I might fall. And then I was like, that's really gonna get me in the doghouse. You feel me? That's gonna get me in the doghouse. Bestie, you took that bottle in your yeah. But we switch and talk. Yeah, we keep going back. No, but like deadass, I spent a lot of money and like I'm shook about it. And drunk me don't. That's why I can't be getting drunk because de por sí gasto lo pendejo. Me drunk, I was shook. And the next thing I was like, oh. I got in my wallet and I was like, I had more cash. Went into my account. I had more funds. I was like, okay, make it make sense. You feel me? Yeah. And then Jacobo did fund most of it, and he was like, bitch, who do you think you are? Because he had already given me money, right? He gave me cash. And he was like, that should be enough, right? And I was like, who knows? But I mean, he knew about the banda because he told me. He was like, get the banda. And I was like, nah. I was like, I don't know about that. He's like, you should get it, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's get it. But he didn't count. You know what I mean? Like, how many drinks I was going to drink. So, my pockets are hurting. But if you see me eating a marucha, mind your fucking business. That's all I'm gonna fucking say. If you see me eating beans with eggs, mind your fucking business. Mind your business. How much I was supposed to spend, I spent double. Almost triple, if at that. Whatever. You only live once, right? Fuck it. El dinero va y viene. Me lying to myself, el dinero va y viene. Y lo barato sale caro. And we're here for a good time, not a long time. You feel me? So, I clean my wallet, take 60, and that's it. I pregame in the car. And that's what I pre-gamed. So, I don't even know why I did that. Because I still ended up drinking a lot. So, make it fucking make sense. But whatever. But, oh yeah. So, wait. Let me tell this. Una vez al año no hace daño. That's what it is. Una vez al año no hace daño. So, this guy said that he had, his sister had a baby. And that, yeah, okay. Let me, it's fine, Bessie. Cosas que pasan. So, he said that his sister had a baby, a newborn baby boy, right? No, it was worth it. It creates memories, you know what I mean? And it's fun. Tacos and bologna. You know what? I have been craving bologna. It's been a minute, but I want some. Like, I just want a good old bologna sandwich. You know what I mean? With some hot Cheetos. That sounds really fucking good right now. I'll get some tomorrow. So, sorry. Okay. Let's get back to it. So, there's this guy. He's on a podcast, and he says that his sister had a baby, right? And that they were hearing shit. They were hearing noises in the house and this and that, and that they knew that it was the brujas because apparently brujas want newborn babies. I don't know why. You know what I mean? Bestie on the next slide. If you have a struggle recipe, send it in. Hey, while we're at it, send it in. So they said that they knew that the brujas were after the baby. I don't know why. I've never understood why. I think maybe because of the innocence. I don't know what they use babies for, why they want or why they take them. And so they knew that this witch wanted the baby because that one night they found the baby under the crib, newborn baby. First of all, how is a newborn baby going to get out the crib? And second of all, why is it underneath the crib, right? That's first of all. Second of all, then they found the baby literally at the door. Like, yeah, half of the baby's body was out of the fucking house already. Like, already there. And if they found the baby, they got him. And so then I guess the grandpa, which is him and his sister's dad, of the baby. So he's worried. He's like, okay, they obviously want the baby. This is already 2 times we find the baby out of the crib. Like, ya está cabrón el pedo, right? So he goes to these people and he asks for protection. And he's like, they're trying to take my grandson. Please protect the house. And I don't know what. And like they made some sort of like trato. They made a deal. I don't know what it included. And so he's like, okay, you know, that like whatever. Like, yeah, we got you. And I guess the grandpa had left, and he left them there. And I don't know where he went to go do or whatever. And so they had to spend the night by themselves in that house. And so the guy who's on the podcast, he's telling his experience. And he says, you're not going to believe what the fuck happened. He's like, my dad wasn't here. He's like, this happened when me and my sister were there with my baby nephew. It was just us. He was like, tell me why. He was like, it was in the middle of the fucking night. At night, bitch. At night. And he said that he was scared. He was shook. Because a bunch of kids, he said kids. He didn't say adults. He didn't say baby. He said kids. I don't know what age. He didn't specify what age. But he said there was a bunch of kids that they all wrapped around his house. And they were looking at the house and that they all locked arms. They were holding hands and they locked arms. And that they started dancing around their house. And that they were like laughing and singing. And they were just doing that around the fucking house. And that he was fucking scared because like, why are all these kids at our fucking house? Why are they just dancing? Or like, what's going on, right? And so then he said that when that was happening, right, that they were all outside the house, that he sees a pig, a huge big ass pig, like double the size of a fucking regular pig. A huge pig is walking up to the house as these kids are all around it, and that the pig has red eyes. And that it's coming up, and that all these kids start yelling at the pig. They start hitting it. They start throwing it. And like, I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm so unserious, and I apologize. But I was laughing my fucking ass off at this part because I'm like, so you mean to tell me the witch thought, let me be a pig, and then she gets jumped by kids? I wouldn't be a witch no more. That would be cosas que me mantienen humilde. So you're telling me a bunch of kids beat my ass? Because he said that the kids started attacking the pig, started yelling at it, calling it names, throwing rocks at it, hitting it. Like, they basically were like, Bob, 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 and that the pig left. And that nothing happened anymore. Like, that it was the witch and they scared it off. And I'm just like, so y'all jumped a pig? Like, I know, like, realistically, I know that this happened. Like, there's no way he's making this shit up, right? He's like, yeah, I know you, and he's like, y'all probably think I'm fucking with you. But no, like, that shit's fucking crazy. And so then he says that his dad comes home the next day and he tells them what he saw and what happened. And the dad was laughing and that he was smiling and that he was like, okay, good. The deal is solid. They came and they protected the house and like, we're good now. The bruja's not going to come back. And I was just like, dead ass, that's how they be coming up? So the whole time, you know what I mean? I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy. And after those kids are Chanek is different from adult. Oh wait, innocence of youth keeps them younger longer. Only if they're not baptized. Those kids are Chanek is, yeah. That's the word that he said. I don't know what that is, but that's the word that he said. That the dad was like vinieron los chaneques or whatever. He's like, y sí, like nos protegieron. And I was just like, I had never heard that word before. So I was like, oh, okay, like, that's crazy. They're out here jumping witches. Like, I'd be humbled. If I was a witch and I got jumped by a bunch of kids, I'm not doing it no more. I'm retired. Because that's my street cred right there. It's gone. My street cred of being a witch, done. And then you already know in pueblos, they be talking shit. You already know the word gets around. So y'all just passing around that info, I'm done. I'm ruined. I gotta go to a whole other fucking town. Like, there's just no way. But it worked, and it sounds weird. And when you picture it, it looks even crazier. Brody said it was a sister. I'd rather stick to an owl. Bestie, when I was young, I heard my mom telling this story. My older brother was married to this lady that was a bit older than him. She used to go out to the bailes every weekend without him, and people that knew my brother would tell him, "Wey, mire a Chona, LOL, con un vato bailando y besuqueándose." Oh. Cause who gonna jump me? I'm done. Who? The witch probably had a certain amount of time to transform, and they bugged her to the point where it had no time to be a... Yeah. Creepy part, he never said what they promised. That's also true. I think it had to do with land or something. All right, so he would confront Chona, but he always believed her when she said it was not true. One time, even my parents saw her with another man, and they told him, but he didn't believe them. So my mom went to see a lady to see if Chona was doing brujería on him, porque mi brother se estaba pasando de pendejo. And anyways, the bruja told him yes, Chona was doing brujería, and to cure him from it, she told my mom, dale en comida o en bebida sangre de tu periodo. And she did it, and a week later, he left her ass. Así cuenta la leyenda. A mother's love, bitch. A mother's love. Because I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. That's a she'll realize bitch for that. Because I'm not doing it. And let me tell no, and I'm gonna say this, bestie. Guess what? I'm gonna say this. If your mom had to really do that for your brother, guess what? That was a strong ass amarre. That was some strong ass shit, because ain't no fucking way you gotta do that. When you have to do stuff like that, that's because that shit was strong. She had him in a chokehold. No joke. I'm not even gonna laugh at that, besties. If she had to do that for real, that was a really, really strong like spell, the amarre that she had on him. Cause ain't no way. Ain't no way. That was some strong shit. La Chona wasn't playing, bitch. La Chona, where'd she go? Where did she go? Because I need to know. Because that was some strong shit. Damn. How do you take the amarra? You have to go to a curandera or a bruja para que... Oh, let me tell this too. Let me say this too before we even continue, besties. There's talk amongst the brujis. Just kidding. I apologize. Because y'all know I don't take shit serious. I was watching, which, hey, low-key, I'm trying, like, don't come at me, okay? I know how y'all like to tussle, besties. But deadass in Mexico City, next time I'm there, I'm going to this place. I saw on TikTok they were doing interviews at this place, and there's a bunch of brujas there, and they know their shit. And they that real. You feel me? So, like, I might go hit them up. I might go hit them up and see what could be done. You know what I mean? Because, like, I need a limpia. So, basically, the brujas there, they were doing interviews with them, right? And I follow them. Not the brujas, but I follow the person who's doing interviews. Because, like, she about it. She ain't scared. She going in there asking questions. And she was asking them about amarres and about brujeria and all types of stuff. And so she was basically saying, the lady said, she was like, I'm going to tell you what an amarre is. And she was saying, she was like, and people think that amarres are you make this person fall in love with you. No, it's not like that. You can make them, she said, you can make them dream about you. You can make them think about you. You can make them want to come see you. You can, like, that type of stuff, yes. But you cannot make somebody fall in love with you. They can become obsessed with you, which is a whole nother thing. And that's usually what happens. And but she was like, you cannot make somebody fall in love with you. You can only make them want you. And yeah, she was like, if you want him to want you sexually, we can make that happen. You know, like every time he sees you, he wants you type of shit. Yeah, we can do that. But he will not love you. That's something that you can't control. That's something that you can't do. And I was like, wow. Because this whole time, I thought it was literally love. Like, you make them fall in love with you. No. It's just you make them want you. But that's it. They don't love you. They want you. And even that goes away if it's not strong enough or you don't maintain it, allegedly. And that there's there's different types of amarres. And you can cure them. But you have to, like, know. Like, so the whole point of an amarre, you have to find the thing. Because it's always something. It's always going to be a jar. It's going to be a piece of... It's going to be something, like a material thing. Once you find it, go get fixed. You feel me? How can you make them not want you sexually? Because my man be bugging. Stop. So I can sprinkle to my future sugar mom. Basically, yeah. Yeah. And then like she gave her some perfume kit, the pheromones, and she's like here, put this on. She was when you walk out of here out of this mercado, all the men are gonna be turning looking at you because of this fucking smell. And I was just like, she know her shit. And I'm fucking with her. You know what I mean? Like, let's get something. Let's mix something up. Just kidding. Just kidding. You know what I mean? It's giving. How can I get Colunga in my house? Because I feel like she could make it happen. The question is how much you charging. Because I don't need him to love me. You know what I mean? Thea Rosie and I going to stop it. Jars and liquid with a picture of you, usually in the back of a dark counter. Having yeah, I seen that. Bestie, I've literally seen an armada like that. And that shit's fucking scary. It's scary. Low key. That shit's scary. And then there was two brujas in there, and I followed like the person who was interviewing because she did another one, and she was asking about. She's like, "What do you do?" Which we need to look up. I need to look the shit up on live because I'm gonna look it up on live. I wrote it down because I was curious about it. Hold on, where is it? So it's called. Maybe one of y'all knows what it is. Bayombe? Oh, Bayombe? Something like that. So basically it's work. She said it's work with dead people. And then she was like, it doesn't mean that you're going to go like dig up a dead person, but like you work with them. And I'm like, what is that? So let's look it up. Let's look this up real quick because I am curious about it. I was like, unless one of y'all knows what this is, then we don't have to go through the process, but how did I spell it? I don't even know where I spelled it right. Bayombe. I don't think I spelled it right. I sure didn't. Let me just go see. Let's go to Tiki Talk. Damn. I thought. Me thinking I did something. No, it's not that one. Hold on. Give me a second. Here we go. Oh, Palo Mayombe. Okay, there we go. There we go, Palo Mayombe. What is that? Bestie curiosity begin the best of us. Be spooked after. Don't do it. I just want to see the definition of it. Pala Mayombe. Is it Palo Mayombe? Oh, I guess it's not Mexican, it's African. Oh, Afro-Cuban spirituality. But she dice que es trabajar con el muerto. It's more Cuban, apparently. It's called an undertaker in English. They prepare the dead body. Dark witchcraft, stay away. Undertaker. Oh, I thought it was something else. It's Santeria. Oh, okay. Similar to Santeria, I believe. Oh, I thought it was something like crazy. Oh, okay. Yeah, and so she starts saying like she does. So we bringing out the chicken. A long time ago, Lily told me that someone had a picture of me enterrada and like, bestie, you might want to check that out. You want to check. I've heard that that's straight up witchcraft when they do that shit like that. You might want to like know what other juego. You know what I mean? You might want to check it out. Like you might want to go get a limpia and see what they tell you because that's just no joke. Anything that they go put or dig up at a cemetery, they mean business. Bestie, my friend, when this is okay, I'll wait for you to say it. So she also goes on to say, she's like, what have you seen the most in your years of doing this? And she goes on to say that que lo más estúpido, que like, según que I told someone from them, but IDK, oh, you took someone from them, but IDK who? Bestie, go check that out. So she said que lo más estúpido, lo más pendejo que la gente va y hace, like the dumbest shit that people go and ask her for is always brujería to do it on family members. It's always family members trying to unalive other family members. And I'm just like, in Haiti, they have the dead walk to their cemetery like zombies. It's scary. I don't. Where's Connie? So there might be Zorn. That might be a thing. But yeah, sorry. So yeah, this is it, no. It really be her. She was saying that that's what it is, and then she was like, un traición no viene de un desconocido. It's basically she's like the. Where did you watch on TikTok? Oh yeah, let me show you what her name is. Yeah, I can go see her. Her name is Mr. Sermundo. Mr. Sermundo. So I can go check her out. Screenshot it. And like that's where I saw her videos. I know there was different things. Cause homegirl talking, she's saying all types of shit. She says she does China, Mexica, Oaxaqueña. That's crazy. Like that's a lot. Oh yeah, this is what she's talking about it. Yeah, she said you can't make him. You can't make them fall in love with you, babe. You could try, but it's not gonna work. When you sacrifice brother and sister, your spells are. It's crazy, but you start looking into that. What spells? Well, I'm tired. So who I sell this dance? So basically, my grandma would my mom. She wanted my mom dead. She had stuff in the cemetery. That's what I'm saying. That stuff is like real. You take a doll and you baptize the doll with the name of your mother. You do a ceremony and you're putting the spirit of your mother into the doll. Oh, that's what like, that's like a synopsis of that or what? I have a friend that is into that and told me that they use and use the power. She didn't want to get into details with it though. Yeah, like that's some real shit. That shit does be happening. Like people do it, and it's like my only like y'all. I know we're not gonna go into conspiracy theories and all. Like, my thing is, where does the origin of this come from? You know what I mean? It's just crazy. Like you tell, like realistically, let's say I'm in Mexico, right? Circa 1900, 1500. I don't know. Let's just make up numbers. How does this happen? You're just born with it, and like voices tell you, or people come and tell you, hey, this is what it is. This is what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? Bessie, have you ever spoken about your mom's experience? I have. I think it's like a couple, actually a bunch of lives ago. It is a conspiracy though, and from the Diablo when the angels was on Earth. That's what I'm saying. Like, they just come and tell you what you're supposed to do. Like realistically, did the first bruja want to be a bruja, or was it forced upon her? I'd like to see a movie about that. Was it did whoever it was come over there and was like, you're gonna do this now. This is your profession, and it's gonna carry on through generation in your family. This is just what it is. Or were they born like that? That's what I want to know. But yeah, so brujeria, 9 times out of 10, somebody does some shit on you. Guess what? It was a family member. That's how we learned about so much bad stuff. Yeah. 9 times out of 10, it's a friend of yours or a family of yours that just, it's la envidia. And like, literally, it's so stupid. When they banish angels with that's true. I mean, I can't prove it, but you know, like, I've heard of that. It makes sense. I believe it because one time my mom's niece wished death on us, and the following year I almost died while in labor. It's scary. Like la envidia es algo bien cabrona, and it's so dumb because people are jealous y tienen envidia of the stupidest shit. Like the dumbest stuff ever. Oh, also, she goes on to say that like anything that has to do with the Ouija board, anything that has to do with limpias, anything that you should go with somebody. Like even doing a limpia, which I'm not gonna do. I need to go with somebody. Even doing limpias, because if you don't do it right or you don't have a professional doing it with you, you can open up a whole box of fucking, you know what I mean, worms, because you don't know what you're doing. And the Ouija board too. She said that she has had so many people come to her for help because they played on the Ouija board and then they can't sleep because there's literally just fucking spirits in their fucking head, like keeping them up at night because they cannot sleep. And she was like, they come here con sus ojeras with their dark eyes because they can't fucking sleep. No los dejan en paz. And I'm like, that's fucking crazy. So don't do any of that. Don't do any of that. Uh, actually, don't do it in general. But if you eres terca or eres terco and you want to do it with a fucking professional. Because, all right, yeah, it's just scary. It's just crazy. But yeah, be careful. It be your own, besties. It be your own. Hey, Bessie, so I have a story at going to a brujo. I was like 18, 19, and my mom took me because she said I was being wild, staying out late, smoking weed, partying. Anyways, he read me my cards and was telling me stuff about my friend, now fiance. He pretty much went over how someone was after him, and it was hard to believe what he was saying. He even asked me, "Are you pregnant?" And I was heated because my mom looked at me mad, and I said no, and was telling my mom he was lying. And the brujo said, "If you aren't, then you soon will." I left there not fully believing in him, although most of the stuff he said was true. I kid you not. A couple months later, I found out I'm pregnant. I haven't going in so long, but sometimes I want to stop by, see him, and get a cleanse for me and my son. Are there any besties that have taken their kids? Um, you can. I know. I've known. Because it's not just about limpia. También hay curanderas que curan el susto de los niños. If your kid is scared or like something traumatic happens to them, the trauma stays, especially in children. It stays in their body, and so they get scared of stuff. You know what I mean? Like I've known plenty of people who have taken their kids because one, they were either in an accident or an animal scared them. You know what I mean? And like everything, like they're jumpy and they can't sleep. And like so you go los llevas and like se curan del susto. So I'm pretty sure you can get a give a kid a limpia también. I think. Don't quote me on that. But I would ask first, like, hey, do you work on kids? Because some people don't. Some people refuse to work on kids. Because kids are so innocent and stuff like that. I've heard that like it's it's not as easy to work with them because I guess when you're doing certain stuff, you're trying to take stuff out, or like when you open whatever they do, you know what I mean? Just be careful. Go with somebody who actually works with kids. That's what I would say. It's hard to explain. My mom stays saying that my grandma that passed away from her cancer, it's a gift they were born with. At one point, they were only healers. Did you ever watch Mexico Inexplicable? No, I haven't. My sister and I used to play the Ouija board, and she would get sleep paralysis. My aunt blessed her room, and she never experienced it again. Bestie, because that's no joke. Yeah, no ma'am, no motherfucking ham. What's up with the grandmas doing brujería on the mom? My vecina many years ago killed her son and buried him in the front yard for a sacrifice to El Diablo. She's so old. She's mean. What the fuck? I think some do as well because, as you said, kids are also in it. Sometimes bad people will wish bad on you, but through kids. IDK, that makes sense. Yeah. My tia was dragged off her bed. Ooh. All right. Hey, bestie. I know I commented on the members only post about if you have an ear infection to use breast milk and put some drops inside the ear to cure it. Well, my suegra, who's Honduran, called me today and she told me to use tomatoes cut into semi-thin slices and rub it with the juice all over the front and back of the ear and my cheeks, and then said to grab a trapo and tie it around your face and put the tomato in the back of the ear and it should relieve the pain. So I did it and it did help me. She also said to do it multiple times a day. Hopefully it helps anybody. Okay, if you have an ear infection, that helps. Tomato. That's good to know because I be getting ear infections in the summer when I go swimming. That shit sucks. What is this? All right. Hey, Betsy. So in my family's house in Mexico is espantan. My parents' room is next to the restroom, and my mom says that they could always hear the toilet seat dropping and someone hitting the wall, and when they would go check, there was nothing there. Also, my uncle had a chair in front of the bed in one of the rooms, and he kept hearing it move, and he would look up from his bed, and nothing was there. The chair would stop moving until he got up and moved the chair himself to another spot. My mom thinks that my grandma tried to do brujería on her. When we go to Mexico, we stay in the same house with her. One year, when my mom was cleaning her room before coming back to the U.S., she found a lot of dirt under the bed, including a cup with dirt. There is a dresser in that room. She found a lid, like one of those lids used to seal a plastic container that have snacks in them, with a picture of her in the middle of it on top of the dresser. Keep in mind, the dresser goes from the ground to almost the ceiling. It's that tall. Bestie. Why are they doing that? Why? What's going on with them doing it to their kids? I bet it was cemetery. Why though? Jealousy? I mean, I'm all for like toxicity with parents because, like, you know, me and my mom didn't have the best relationship, but like, I don't know I don't know how I feel. My mom doing some shit like that. Yeah, what was the fucking reason? I'm sweating because what? Why is that a thing? Why? Because a lot of y'all have said that. My mom had an ex that was deep into something and had a hard time shaking off because Olympia was the healer one and she couldn't afford it. Time's going black. You have to hurt your youngest usually. It'd be the suegras. I'm scared. I'm actually like shaking in my Crocs. Hey, bestie, I have a Brujería story. A couple of years back, my tia, mom's sister, left to Mexico with my uncle and their kids. A couple of months after they arrived, my uncle started to change with her. He started to drink more than ever and beating on her and telling her to leave their house. My aunt got tired and left him. Once he was alone, he stopped drinking and started to fix the house, trying to make it bigger. He was digging and found a jar with his picture and his calzone with liquid inside. Then kept digging like on the other side of his house and found another jar with my aunt's picture and hair. He called my aunt para reclamarme, thinking my aunt was doing something to him, but she wasn't. So she went to a lady that reads cards and told her that her neighbor and my mom's brother's wife were doing things to her so she could leave her house and my uncle could leave her. The witch lady told her that my uncle's wife put tierra de panteon on her doorsteps and that she has a muerto on her shoulders. So they did a limpia on her and then she came back to California. Once she was out here, another lady told her that she still has the muerto on her and that's why she always feels tired and her head is always hurting. My uncle ended up coming after her months later. They still together but can no longer be happy how they used to be before leaving in Mexico. IDK if it's because of the brujeria or are they just toxic? I don't know. I can't answer that, bestie. It's low-key giving a little toxic. My question here, I'm a little confused, unless I didn't read it right. Who has the muerto on them? Like, how do you get that? How do you get that on you? Is it because somebody in your family, like, unalive somebody and now it's on you? Or somebody just put somebody on you? That shit's crazy. Like, that's wild. I scared. Wait, the youngest? IDK how I feel if it was my mom doing some stuff like that. The dirt from the cemetery, my dad works at the cemetery and people ask for dirt all the time. Just came back from Mexico and my cousin scared said that if you hear La Llorona far, she's close. And if you hear her close, she's far. It tells me this while we're all alone. Oh, I didn't know that. So if I hear that if I think she all the way down the street, she really behind me. Just kidding. No, because, let me shut up. Let me just go. Let me shut the fuck up, because what do I know? What do I know? That's crazy, though. Hello, bestie. I grew up watching my uncle doing limpias at his house. He also knows a lot of herbal remedies. We used to spend summers at his house. One time I heard some guy that looked sick. He said he couldn't sleep because he would get woke up by the devil sitting on the edge of his bed. My uncle lo curó de espanto. Apparently it works. That man came back to thank him. Another time there was this lady who her jewelry was stolen from her home. My uncle told her to go do something at the cemetery that she would hear the body moving to not get scared. That person who stole would come and return her stuff after she did what he told her at the cemetery. I just got the fucking chills, bitch. That one kind of shook me, not gonna lie. I felt something. It scared me. What do you mean you gonna hear the body moving not to get scared? Bitch, I'm running out that hoe. Ain't no fucking way. Hell no, I'm scared. That one kind of shook me a little. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, besties. That one kind of made my fucking, you know what I mean? Like my ass fucking went. I literally just fucking like, fucking, how do you say? I fucking squeezed my cheeks. I've had the muerto and they say I was weak spirituality and that spirit attached itself to me. It doesn't have to be real. Oh, okay. She on tour, not behind you. Hold on, I'm scared. Is Yordi's on tour? Yeah, I clenched my cheeks. That shit made me feel some type of way. And we're gonna move on, because I don't even know what to say to that. I'm moving on, babes. Bestie, I have a brujeria confession. Please, no judgment. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Let's bless the live. Let's bless the live real quick because Bestie, y'all wildin'. I knew one of y'all had to fuck up. I knew one of y'all was gonna come in with y'all's bullshit. I have a brujeria confession. Please don't. We're not gonna judge you. One time I was dating this guy and I was down bad for him. Like he cheated and I still forgave him. Then found out he was still cheating and forgave him some more. Anyways, el delicioso with this guy was amazing. Like best sex of my life. So I didn't want to let him go. I had been on Witch Talk for a few weeks. So I was like, I wonder if I can do some brujeria on him. Well, I looked at a bunch of videos and got really informed, then decided to try it out. He used to trim his beard at my apartment, so I knew I could use the leftover hair to bond him with me. I know I sound like a crazy bee, because I was a crazy bee for him. So I got my stuff for the ritual or spell, whatever you want to call it, and I think I did too good of a job. I used his hair and my blood plus some other stuff, and he was whooped after that. I mean, crazy psycho about me. He got away. He got way too crazy, so I regretted it and ended up cutting all communication and moving. He still looks for me till this day. I never got rid of the brujeria spell I did, and it's somewhere buried in my old apartments. Poor guy. I feel bad now because he was the one down bad going absolutely mad. But I mean, karma is a bitch. He shouldn't have cheated. After that, I realized I was way too good at brujeria and never did it again. My powers are too powerful for this world. I gave it up for the greater good. I gave it up for the greater good of humanity. I think he learned his lesson, and I learned one too. Here is proof of my masterpiece. Never again, though. Bestie. Oh. I'm not even... Bestie, tantito sea humilde. Please, babe. I love you. I fucking love you, but I'm gonna need you to knock it down. Bájale dos, tres rayitos. Cause she literally said, hold on. She said, my powers are too powerful for this world. I gave it up for the greater good of humanity. Thank you for your service. But you might want to dig that shit up. My soda had a little plush leprechaun. If you touch it, go. Oh hell nah. Hey Bessie, I'm late, but I already watched the beginning. Oh, I can't. I went to get my cards released. I have a gift pass by one of my grandparents, and then I tell myself with knowing, oh, nice. I can't. Maybe it was the Ussy that had him crazy. I need you to go back and dig that shit up. Oila, my mother-in-law said she has a duende and she's the only person I know who has a positive view on duendes. She said que no son malos. I mean, allegedly they're not. Allegedly nomás son traviesos. The Sanders sisters could never. That's what I'm saying. No se comparan. And you know what? I've been humbled again. You didn't have to come and shit on us like that, bestie. You could have just said I did it, yeah. But she was like, nah, I'm too powerful for you bitches. You know what? I love a self-aware queen. I appreciate that. And now I know if I'm ever in need of your services, I'll hit you up. I have a story about my cousin Bestie. You know how we all have that side of the family or family members that are always ardidas. Well, one aunt hated my other aunt, my godmother, and hates to see her win. What a bitch. My aunt was sending witchcraft to my godmother because she was doing too good in life with her job, family, and husband. We found out in the end that my godmother was too strong mentally, that it bounced off of her and hit the weakest family. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. That's inappropriate. It's not funny. But can you imagine minding your fucking business and because your family member has a strong ass mentality and you're the weakest link, it hits you? That's fucked up. Let me read that again. We found out in the end that my godmother was too strong mentally, that it bounced off of her and hit the weakest family member. My favorite cousin. My cousin became a different person immediately, baba dripping from her mouth and speaking nonsense. She became so paranoid and grabbed her mattress and put it against her room door so her parents could not get her. The most rational thing to do was take her to see a doctor. They were worried that she was having a psychotic break. Unfortunately, nothing helped. No one knew what was wrong with her. Finally, after becoming extremely violent and wanting to hurt her siblings and hurt herself, they took her to see a distant family member who is a bruja. She helped her in 3 sessions and continues to see her to this day because the witchcraft was so strong it would have killed her. During the sessions, sorry. Stop. I apologize. Stop. Y'all are making me laugh. I'm so unserious. It just sucks, bro. Cause like minding your fucking business. You don't owe anybody anything. And then your fucking your whole world is like flipped upside down. And for what? Cause your fucking bitch ass aunt is jealous of your mom. Like that's crazy. We do need a break. During session when my cousin would throw up weird stuff and as what this was described to me, but I never really got a straight answer. The bruja told my godmother exactly who it was, but my godmother did not mention it to my aunt at all. Just continued on like nothing. I am assuming this made my aunt really mad that whatever she did, it was not working, so it happened again. This time, my cousin FaceTimed me in the middle of the night, speaking very fast in the dark, making no sense. Honestly, it was very weird and demonic to me, but I did not mention it to anyone. The next day, my cousin was put in a psychiatric hospital because she put a knife up to a difficult aunt threatening to kill her for no reason. The bruja fixed her, but to this day, they still hang out with the aunt who did the witchcraft. I don't think they ever mentioned it to her. Wow, sorry, I'm looking at all the grammatical mistakes. Forgive me, queen. I love you, Bessie. I love you and I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that I'm laughing, but I'm an inappropriate laugher. Don't take this to heart, Bestie. I love you. I love you, queen. You deserve the world. Kisses. And don't worry. Don't worry. It's fine. I'm glad that your cousin's okay, though. Because, goddamn. What a bitch-ass aunt. That's the least of her worries. It's about she said, forgive me, queen. I love her. Oh, my God. God forgive me. I'm not okay. That sucks. But you know what? Realistically, she said kisses. Realistically, it makes sense though. Because I know that your aunt wanted it for your godmother, but it all makes sense as to why it went to their kid. You know what I mean? Because it's like, sea lo que sea, whether you want to believe it or not, because it couldn't get to her because she was so mentally strong, it still kind of got to her because it got to her kid. You know what I mean? Like, that shit's crazy. That shit's crazy and just fucking wild. Like, that's a fucking hater. And the fact, well, I get it, though. Because, like, when that happened to my mom, we still had to hang out with her. Because it's, like, it's a thing. I was scared. I will say this. I was scared hanging around certain people in my family. But I think que te recomiendan, they recommend for you to, like, not just cut them off completely. Because then the whole point is for them to think that it's not working. The whole point is to not be scared. And the whole point is if you cut them off or les reclamas, you tell them, hey, you fucking did this shit to me. You're giving them that power. Allegedly, right? And so you literally have to get yourself fucking fixed and cured and just act like nothing happened. Because that's what gets to them the most. Like, fuck, it didn't fucking work. That they're still talking to me. They have no suspicion that it was me. And, like, honestly, that shit's fucking scary, though. That's what I'm saying. It sucks when it's from your own fucking family. Scurry. My husband told me when I was about 5 years old, they did brujería to his mom. Okay. Well, it was meant for the dad. But since they were married, it went to the weakest, which is his mom. I don't like to go into the weakest link. That makes me feel some type of way. Am I weak? Nah, I'm strong. Well, it was meant for the dad, but since they were married, it went to the weakest, which is his mom. He tells me that she was very sick and was very skinny. They will take her to the hospital and she will be okay. As soon as you went to the house, she started to get very sick again. She was in bed rest for about 5 years until they took her to a curandera. They did that just because my husband's father said so because my husband's father had sold them a horse that later died. God damn. All because of that? I didn't know that could happen. Same thing happened to my sister. I wonder if she's trying to do harm to her. She found out and still talks and hangs out. Yeah, because that's you're kind of supposed to. Now you questioning if you. I'm just, well, I don't know. The most vulnerable, perhaps. Yeah, I just had a question. I had, you know what I mean? Like, what's up? ¿En qué consistirá que te llega la brujería? Es siempre la envidia. This is much more about the lives. A little scared, laughing, more sadness. Laughing, best you got a problem with that word. What word? Now I'm trying to figure out who's stronger. That's what. That, okay, I didn't process and I didn't say it. That's what I'm trying to see. I feel like Jacobo kind of, I don't know. Is he stronger than me or not? Because if he's stronger than me mentally, I'm fucked. You know what I mean? And why we gotta have problems? Like, why am I getting my family's problems? Why am I getting my man's problems? Your problems, deal with them. Don't include me, bitch. Don't take me down with you. I know I said for better or for worse, but goddamn, don't be doing this shit. The fuck? All right. Scary story for life. Thanks, bestie. This happened to my sister. Creeps me out to this day. Here we go. Growing up, my sister and I shared a room, slept in a queen bed that was up against a window. I had the habit of looking out the window when our dog would bark to check what was going on, then jump back on the bed to go back to sleep. I would jump back on bed and laugh to mess around with her. It was funny, making her bounce too, lol. One night, my sister said she heard our dog bark, felt me move to check. She turned to look at me and asked what he was barking at. She said I turned to look at her, gave her a dirty look. She instantly got scared, turned around to ignore me, and waited for me to jump back down on the bed. I didn't. She turned back again. I was sound asleep. She told me months after she didn't want to scare me. To this day, we don't know what it was because it wasn't me. That does sound scary. Not even gonna lie. You know what I mean? Not even gonna lie. Because it wasn't like you. You know what I mean? It wasn't like you to do some shit like that. You're the weakest thing about it. Dad also has a high in comedy. Bounce like a ball is how I see it. Who remembers that show, The Weakest Thing? Me trying to rank my household right now. That's what I'm saying. We need to rank the house. What is it? You know what I mean? Who's who? That's all I want to know. Demons mimic copy. Ooh, true that. That's all I want to know. Oh, me having a... By stronger, I'm assuming stronger in faith and having divine protection. I don't know about that. I don't know who's stronger. I couldn't tell you. All right. Hey, bestie, down to the T. This happened when I was younger. I could vividly remember my grandparents would always rent this back little room they had in the back of their house. And once they rented it to these young guys that were working in construction. They were very antisocial and would walk, just say hi, and leave to the room. IDK went or how, but my grandpa noticed that one wouldn't come home anymore, but would still make rent. I believe they asked him about his friend, and the guy that was still there said he left back to Mexico. Well, fast forward, the people who owned the house asked for the house back, and everyone had to move out and clean. Well, that one guy left early, and my grandparents had to clean up the room. When they opened the back room, my grandma says that it smelled like dead. They ended up finding corn and witchcraft, animal hair, like hairballs y una santa muerte. The things they removed from the room were all witchcraft related, and turns out the other guy killed his friend because they found pictures of the scents and notes on how he did it. My grandparents never took it to the police because of fear of their legal status, but my grandparents never rented a room again to anyone. Sorry it was very choppy, bestie. I'm at work trying to listen. Per. What the fuck? Why did he do it, though? Like, why would you... That's fucking scary, dude. Bestie put another definition of demon time. What could it mean when I hear my man whisper babe in my ear, but he's nowhere near me? I don't let it bother me, but I sometimes wonder why that happens. They could have gotten their visa, you, damn. I would be scared if I told they would come after me next. That's honestly a. I'd be more afraid of that. Oh, me with my dead smell behind my cabinet still. Oh, you still have it, bestie? Who asked? Well, did they ask on the bestie live or regular? They were asking if it still smelled. You need to go check that out, babe. Demons calling out for you. That's scary. You need to check that out, Leslie. Hey, bestie, I gave. You need to drink water. Yeah, you need to get it checked for real, for real. It could be nothing serious, or it could be something. You know what I mean? It's better safe than sorry. Hey, bestie, I gave period blood to my husband. He was a son of a bitch with me, a cheater. You name after that he changed, but it has to be the first blood to come out and leave. Hold on. She's giving us how to do it. She letting us know how. I gave period blood to my husband. He was a SOA with me, a cheater. You name after that he changed, but it has to be the first blood to come out and leave Pat in there and feed that shit to them. Now look at him. Now he can't live without me. He's a changed man now. Thanks for the tutorial, babe. And that is allegedly yeah, no. One of my aunties told me that she did that. And my uncle was fucking on that ussy for a minute. How do you get one? Did someone just confess to this? Yes. We had another confession too about another one. But that's not our business. Judgment free zone. You feel me? Do what you gotta do. My auntie, you know what I mean? Allegedly, I was scared he'd give me the ick one day and I wouldn't be able to get rid of him. No, that's the concern though when you do amarres like that, because it's like, how far do you take it? And then when you're done, what do? You know what I mean? Like he gives you the ick. I'd be scared he'd give me, yeah. But no, apparently my aunt, because she had told me about it, and like I was young, so like I didn't even know what the fuck una amarre era, you know what I mean? But I had always heard agua de calzón and shit like that. And so she said que según que se lo echó a la comida, and like, cause he was cheating, he was trying to leave her, and she said she's like, I fixed that shit up real quick. I was like, word? She's like, that's how you do it. I was just like, you ain't gonna catch me doing that, but good for you. Go off, sis. You feel me? Like, no, I'm just here. No tea, no shade to anybody who doesn't. Okay, this is how I feel, and this is my opinion, right? Just because I'm scared. I've never done anything like that. I have this really, I have this doubt in the back of my head that when you do something like that, se te regresa. And that's why I just don't want it to come back on me. You know what I mean? I don't want somebody to be down bad for me like that, and then I'm down bad for somebody. Because I feel like what you do, it just comes back. Like, I feel like if you're doing agua de calzón, alguien te va a hacer eso, and then you're going to know what it feels like. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't do it, because I'm scared. I'm scared, besties. I'm scared. I'm scared. You know what I mean? I'm scared that somebody gonna do that on me, and then I'm gonna be all fucking toda pinche babeando and fucking down bad for a man. I don't need that in my life. I don't need it in my life. You know what I mean? But it's different because, so both of the besties who said they did it, it wasn't because necessarily that they wanted them to be down bad for them, but it was because they were such pieces of shit with them. And that's different. But like some people have an actual fucking obsession, you know what I mean, with people, and they do shit like that because they want them that bad. So, you know what I mean? This is why you pray before you eat, not to. No, but where does the saying go? It doesn't come from people you don't know. It comes from people you fucking know. Because you're supposed, in a marriage too, especially because they're married. In a marriage, you're supposed to trust your partner. I shouldn't have to fucking worry if my man makes me a meal, if they're gonna be something in it. You know, men should not have to worry that if their wife makes them something that, you know what I mean. So it's just like, you don't think like that. You don't think that that's gonna happen because you trust your partner and you think, you know what I mean. Bitch ain't gonna do shit to me. Oh, you fucking thought. Fuck. fuck around and find out. That's what she said. Hey, if it works, it works. Bessie, not a Brujería story, but kind of gave me chills. My grandpa passed away a few months ago, and my little cousins were told that he was sleeping every time they asked for him. So last week, my cousin went up to my aunt and was like, did you just see my grandpa? You didn't say hi to him. She was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, he was here with me in the room. He was talking to me and watching TV with him, and she didn't know what to say. That's scary. But kids do be seeing stuff, so I don't know. How long does an amarre last? My husband had a crazy ex that I always felt like Lisa Brujería, but as of recently, cumplió 7 years today, and he's changed. Imagine he shares his lunch with his coworkers. Bless the house. That was not grandpa. Remember, I would talk about his narcissistic ways. Well, he's changed, and now he's actually wants to be around me and the kids, and is loving and all. Maybe it was. Maybe ya se fue. My suegra says an amarre lasts till someone breaks it. Maybe his ex ya se juntó. Se juntó? Check and see if she just got with somebody. If she just got with another man, then maybe she was like, I don't need this shit no more. You know what I mean? Maybe she's like, I got a new man. I don't need this amarre. I need a new one for this new man. It could be that. Hey, bestie. My dad's mom was so obsessed with my dad. My dad's mom was so obsessed with my dad, her youngest child. When my parents got married, my mom said my grandma would embroider my dad's name and my grandma's name into pillow covers. My grandma would always throw in my mom's face she could get pregnant. Wait, hold on. I'm shook. I'm not reading this right. My dad's mom was so obsessed with my dad, her youngest child. So your grandma was obsessed with your dad. When my parents got married, my mom said my grandma would embroider your dad's name and your grandma's name onto pillow covers. My grandma would always throw it in my mom's face. She could get pregnant with me. Years later, my dad beat up my mom so bad he ended up in jail for a year. When he got out, my mom stopped eating, lost so much weight, and would say she couldn't swallow. We end up leaving to Mexico because one day while at the mall, a lady stopped us and told us someone was doing work on my mom. In Mexico, a bruja told my mom someone was doing work on her, and someone was able to get the name of the person through a cleanse and a candle. My mom ended up telling my dad her mom was doing work on her. My dad didn't believe it, so he left to Mexico too. Skeptical, my dad picked up his own brujo, and the brujo told him he would tell him exactly where the bad was. The brujo knew nothing about my dad, so my dad ended up taking nothing about my dad. So ended up taking his house. In the roof was a doll with candles, and the brujo said there was more at the cemetery. So at the cemetery, my grandma had a grave for my mom with a picture of her and chiles and pins all over her throat. Explains why my mom couldn't eat. My dad ended up confronting my grandma and didn't talk to her for years until she got a visa and visited us. Hold up. Hold the fuck. Back it up, Terry. Back this shit all the way up. Is this... You said your dad's mom. Wait, why would your grandma throw in your mom's face that she could get pregnant? That's fucking crazy. That's scary. Like, what the fuck? What a psycho-ass biatch. That's like mamitis at a whole nother motherfucking level. That's giving obsessed. That's like fucking. Ves no le hagan caso al marido. You guys will find a good man that you won't have to do that to get them to stay. I believe my son said our last home was on didn't. The kid has a gift. My son moved on. Not Terry. Dude. No, mother-in-laws are fucking crazy. They still let her. That's what I'm saying. You can't come see me, bitch. Take it the fuck out there. If that happened to me, I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie. Straight up. Here's my opinion. Dios no lo quiera. If that was me, I'm sorry. I don't need that, babe. I don't need you or your mom in my life because I care about me. I care about me, myself, and I. Why would I get with you still and then allow your fucking mom who did this shit to me to come into our house? No, babe. You know what? You can have your son back. You can have your son back. Don't worry. You ain't got to worry about me. I'm moving on. I'm finding a new man who doesn't have fucking a crazy mom. Why would you say, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not doing it. Bye. Here's your son back. No, thank you. No, thank you. Because the fuck? That's crazy. I'm so my mom so sweet to me. I get so defensive towards her, especially from my icky father-in-law. Not all of us are lucky like that. Yeah, I will be out. You gotta tell me twice. Hey, bestie, this happened when I was 12. I had ran away to Mexico to follow my boyfriend and ended up getting caught and... Hold the fuck up. Back it up, Terry. Back it up. What do you mean 12? 12, bestie? You was wildin'. When I was 12, I had ran away to Mexico to follow my boyfriend and ended up getting caught and getting put in a convento de monjas in San Luis Potosí. And una de las noches, since we would sleep upstairs and there was no hallway in front of our dorms, we saw a nun run right in front of the windows, which made no sense. Ended up telling La Madre what I had seen and made me drink holy water. I got kicked out on purpose because never again. It's the fact that they put you in a fucking a convento with the nuns, and I'm at a loss for words. The trauma, the fucking trauma. You go after your boyfriend, doesn't work out, you get caught. They put you in a fucking a convento with the nuns, and then you see a nun running out. Yeah, they made you drink holy water. I hope you're okay. I even have pictures of me with the nuns. God damn. I apologize. Damn. Damn, bestie. Damn. We gotta move on, babe. We gotta move on because I'm shook about that. Shook to the core. Not a lot of shit scares me nowadays, but that, well, not scared, but like, goddamn, that's trauma. Oh, sorry. We moved to Mexico in 2008 when the recession was happening. My parents were doing really well here in the States, so when we moved to Mexico, my parents bought land and a whole bunch of animals. But the whole time we lived in Mexico 4 years, I swear we were cursed. My dad's animals kept dying. No nos rendía el dinero. We were struggling. We had a lot of dogs too, and some of them went blind, and one out of nowhere was paralyzed from her left side. The time we lived there too, my mom had really strong hatred towards me and IDK for what reason. My parents decided to move back, but we still have our home in Mexico and pay someone to take care of it. Well, she's found crosses in the backyard that were carved in the dirt, salt bags in the pots. Hasn't been confirmed, but ever since we moved back, we're all better and thriving now. Oh, and forgot to mention that this was probably my dad's mom doing all these horrible things to us. We don't talk to his whole side of the family now. What the fuck? That's crazy. Why is it the abuelas? Like, make it make sense. My mom's... Oh, so about the muerto, she said my mom's sister has the muerto and she got it because según it's the muerto from the grave where they got the dirt. Oh, that does make sense. Okay. Oh, hell no. I'm stressed. Bestie, I'm stressed. She sent me... Wait, can I show the picture, bestie? Let me know. She done sent me the picture of her with the nuns. Bestie, I didn't need this. Who the fuck asked for this? Let me know if I can show them. Yes, okay. I'm done with you, bestie. If I gotta see it, y'all do too. Not the receipts. She said, oh, y'all didn't believe me? Y'all didn't believe me? Here's the fucking receipts. Yo, I got the chills. I'm telling you, you didn't have to do this to us, bestie. Who the fuck asked for this? That's what I want to know. I can't believe you was up in there with the fucking nuns. Forgive my French. What is happening? Chills. Oh my gosh, why? Se me pararon los pinches pelos del I want to know what she did to get out of there. Yeah, what did you do to get out of there? Let us know. Quick, creepy story. I work at a school. I work the afternoon shift and get out at 10 p.m. One day I was taking out the trash, walking in the hallway between the library and band room. I heard a knocking on one of the windows. I thought it was a coworker trying to scare me. I went into both rooms. He was nowhere to be seen. Well, it turns out he took his lunch break late that day, so I was completely alone at the school. It was around 8 p.m. around Halloween. I don't know what it was, but my coworker just said to keep music on just so I don't hear stuff or creep myself out if it's too quiet. That ain't gonna do shit. I fought the girl next to me, which was the governor's daughter. Okay, Bessie, you've been through some shit. It's given, I need a book. I need a documentary. Let's get it in the works. Let's get this shit going. I need an audiobook. I need you to tell us your fucking story from beginning to end because you've lived life. You lived life and we haven't. You know what? I thought I had done some shit in my life. I ain't done shit compared to what you've done. So get the book in the works. Let us know when they go on sale. Cause I'm gonna buy it. Oh, that she couldn't get pregnant. My mom didn't have me until 2 years later. My grandma thought my mom couldn't have babies. Oh, okay. Carla, what's going on? It's giving Bestie is a cat with her 9 lives. I glanced and rebuked any negativity. It's giving me a documentary. I need this to be on Netflix. Ain't no fucking way. Hey, Bestie, my cuñada told me that back in Mexico, in Guanajuato, le hicieron brujería a toda la familia de mi husband por envidia. And they went to a curandera and they made a protection spell to all of them. But the one they got it more bad was my cuñado. My cuñada said every night his face transformed into a horse face. From that day, you start to believe in brujería. I'm telling you, you have to see it to believe it type of shit. Like, there's a lot of people who are like, no, that shit's not real. But you know, good for them. Honestly, if you haven't gone through it or you haven't seen it, good for fucking you. Because that shit's scary. Well, I don't know how it wasn't the convento. Netflix get in contact with Bessie for a docu. That's what I'm saying. I don't want no little eight episodes. I'm talking we need seasons. Yeah. Hey, Bestie. Here's my spooky story. Back when I used to live with my parents, I was up at 1 a.m. watching Netflix. Out of nowhere, I saw this lady peeking through my door, but at the moment, I thought it was my mom checking on us. I don't know about y'all, but my mom always had a habit of checking on me and my siblings at night just to make sure we were asleep. So when I saw the lady, I immediately thought it was my mom, so I didn't panic. I got up to see what she was doing, and girl, nobody was there. I thought it was weird, so I went to go check on her, and she was asleep. I even woke her up and asked her. To this day, she claims she was asleep. After that, I never again slept in my room. LOL, I don't know who the fuck I saw that night. Damn. It's giving damn. Ain't no fucking way. Have you ever seen Las Monjas de Guanajuato walking around the town, Bestie? I haven't. And I haven't been in I haven't been to Guanajuato in a minute. I'm trying to go though. Girl, I am gonna need to stop working. Oh, send a story. To the people who do brujería, no les da miedo el karma. I don't know if that's a thing. Oh, Bessie said, I was told that my 2 children have autism due to a brujería placed on my relationship. Damn. Okay, I gotta really get in here. 2 girls escaped from the rooftop and got caught. Yeah. So it was pretty crazy. I'm gonna need you to get the docu-series and work. When I was younger, I went to Mexico, and there was a lady at the edge of town that people said she was a witch. Oh, wait, I did read that one. Never mind. My bad. Me thinking I didn't read it. I did read it. Okay, we got one more. Hi, besties. You guys just got out of work. All the best stories come from Guanajuato. They really do. It was literally church in the morning, afternoon, and at night, and they would feed us the leftovers. What the fuck? No, I'm being dead ass. Now I am, because I feel like, how long were you there, bestie? Like, were you there for like a year, a couple months? Like, ¿qué pedo? Cause it sounds like you like legit went through some shit. That shit's wild. I'm scared. I have a story. My mom told me that she had a sister that was really pretty and that back in the day she had guys after her. Well, my aunt got this fine ass guy from the rancho and a vieja was pissed that my aunt had the guy. The guy popped the I know, I remember bestie. This is the bestie who got me fucking speaking in Spanglish. Every time she said something in like 6 months because I fought the governor's daughter 3 times that day and got kicked out the next. Hey, you did what you had to do. It's called survival. I'm sorry to El Gober. I'm sorry to his little daughter. Sorry she had to get roughed up 3 times. But baby, it's me or you, and I'm gonna choose me. I'm gonna choose me. No, so this bestie, she's the one who be making me talk in Spanglish. So I'm literally gonna read it the way she fucking sent it, cause I can't. I have a story. My mom told me that she had a sister that was really bonita. Do you feel bonita? And that back in the day, she had guys after her. Well, my aunt got the fine-ass guy from the rancho, and a vieja was pissed that my aunt had the guy of rancho. The guy popped the cherry, but he didn't want her. So the guy married my aunt, and she got pregos right away. Well, the chick did brujies on my aunt that she got really sick, that she lost weight and lost hair and wouldn't eat. My grandma would take her to the docs and they will say she's good, and my grandma took her to a brujis and told her it was too late, and my aunt died the following day. Oh shit, I didn't think it was gonna go this way. The brujis told my grandma that she reversed the witchcraft and now the bitch is single y nadie le mira y es miserable. Like 5 or 6 years ago, she came up to me and she was stalking my path, and my aunt told her to leave me alone. I didn't think this was going to go like that, bestie. I'm sorry. Damn. I thought it was going to be a good ending. Que en paz descanse. That sucks. I didn't think it was going to go like that. Damn it. Hi, bestie. So growing up, I always heard and saw paranormal things in my childhood home. It would happen to normal that I thought it happens so often that I thought it was normal. One day I heard footsteps on the roof and my aunt and mom would say it was a duendes. I thought they were kidding or joking until my neighbor saw a little man running back and forth, smiling at her with a mischievous smile. She got so scared and told my mom and tias. They told her to pray because they had seen him too. Next evening he's back and threw rocks at her. He didn't like her. A few days passed by and my neighbor said she was praying and praying because she was scared. Estaba cocinando y dice que se le apareció en la cocina. Que corrió al pasito y mi vecina salió corriendo. My mom and tias went in there and threw holy water everywhere. Why didn't he like your vecina? God damn. Rip to your tia. Yes. Que en paz descanse. That took a turn I wasn't expecting. Yeah. No, honestly, I didn't think it was gonna but it's true. But también es para que vean, because a lot of people don't realize, you know what I mean, when it happens. Sometimes it is too late. Sometimes, because and this is the thing too, science only goes so far. And even people, you know what I mean, even doctors will tell you, like, at the end of the day, they're doing what they can to save your life when it comes to operating on you or giving you medicine or whatever it is. They can only help you at, like, they're very limited. And science only goes so far. Sometimes you have to have faith in whatever you believe in or whatever, you're down with. Um, Sometimes doctors don't know, especially when it comes to witchcraft, if you believe in it or not. Some things are just unexplainable and you don't know what the fuck's wrong with you. You go to a doctor, you don't know. And sometimes if you're really in that, and people don't know, you know what I mean? It can happen to anybody. When you're in so much pain or you're going through so much, you don't even know where to turn to. Go to curandera and see. That's literally your last option. You know what I mean? It's your last fucking option. It's either go to a doctor, they tell you nothing's wrong with you, go to curandera and see what it really is. Julia, when I was 15, I was yelling and screaming at my mom. I told her I hated her and whatnot. I'm not proud I love her, but I was such a brat that when I went to sleep, someone knocked on my bed 3 times. It was so scary. I yelled for my mom and she didn't come help me because she thought I was still yelling at her. I swear, I came out of my room crying for her. I slept with her and my dad that night. They said, fuck around and find out. They said, you about to cry for your mom. That's crazy. Bestie, the first time I visit my suegra, she told me the whole story about how my suegro passed away. He passed years before I met my husband. She told me he had a stroke and would walk with a limp, kind of dragging a leg. Well, one day I was at the house alone. I left hearing someone walking in the patio and there was no one out there. I told my suegra and she was like, oh, es tu suegro. A lo mejor vino a conocerte. Never did I stay alone again. Babe, I'm sorry. Don't come see me. The 3 knocks are not good. I got chills. God said, yell at your mama again. That's what I'm saying. I need advice. At the end of January this year, I met this guy. All was going well. By Valentine's Day, he asked me to be his girlfriend with the beautiful Rambuchon. Anyway, he started opening up to me about his 2 kids, a son who was about to turn 16 in the next month and a daughter who was 14. The son was on a bad path back in November. The kid was hanging on a corner and ended up getting shot. He survived, but it stressed his dad out that he imagined that once he was fully recovered and regained confidence of being out on his own, that he would lose control of him again. Well, it happened last month, and since then, my boyfriend has fallen into a deep depression, and I don't hear from him anymore. His mom, who lives in Mexico and Facebook friended me, suggested I go see him and dress up nice to lift his spirits. And I kind of wasn't feeling that, and now I just feel like an asshole. Am I still not hearing from him? I don't know. Well, it's like I don't know if that'll help him, but I think maybe talking to him, and seeing what's going on, because when people fall into depression, it's really hard to help somebody. You know what I mean, and to get them out. But go see if he really is depressed. I will say that. Don't just take his word. I want to see you sad, bitch. Just kidding. That sounded so fucked up. But it's like, what kind of depressed we talking about? You're not eating, you're not sleeping. Like, what's the fucking tea? And then work from there. But if the mom talking about, she gonna friend you on Facebook talking about go see, bitch, don't tell me what the fuck to do. How about call your son and lift his spirits? Your fucking damn self, bitch. First of all. Sorry, that was really fucking... But the fuck? It ain't your job. It ain't your job to fix him. So, make it make sense. But yeah, go see if he really is depressed. Because the fuck? And then we'll go from there. This happened to my ex. His parents were married for a while. When his sister turned 25, his dad started acting weird, very distant, and eventually he said he wanted to divorce his mom just out of nowhere. He had invited these old friends from Mexico, and we thought one of them had something going on with him, and that's why he left. Fast forward about 8 years or so after he left, he comes back to them like nothing happened, saying he was wrong and wanted to make shit work. I don't know how, but eventually they went to a curandera and they told him someone with blonde curly hair did something to him. It ended up being an old family friend's wife who got mad at him because he offered his friend's mom a ride back from some road trip and the lady didn't like her mother-in-law. Allegedly, that's what had clouded him and made him break things off with his wife. All because the lady was mad that they gave her mother-in-law a ride back home. I think something was under him, but I just think he wanted to be a hoe and clap cheeks. He just wanted to be a hoe midlife crisis. That sounds about right. Because that doesn't make sense. People don't go out of their way for dumb shit like that. It's usually envidia. It's usually you crossed me. It sounds a little far-fetched, but you know what? Bitches get mad over stupid shit. So, it could be. Not even going to lie. It low-key could be. But what do we know? What do I know? You know what I mean? But what is causing me to pause is that I have my own soon to be 17-year-old who is opposite of his troubled 16-year-old, and I'm not sure if it's worth even going after since I have my own son to keep track on. I know this isn't spooky, but I'm feeling stuck. Okay, that changes things because it's like you're like you said, you have to worry about your own son. At the end of the day, he's a parent too, and maybe you guys just need a little break to worry about your families first. And then, when everything's cool, his son's not acting up anymore, he's going down the right path, and you've taken care of your kid, and like y'all got y'all shit together, maybe reunite. That makes sense to me. I think that y'all probably just y'all have a lot going on. You have a lot going on, he has a lot going on, and sometimes it's the right person, wrong time. I think that you should worry about your son. I think that he should worry about his, and I think that if you guys have time for each other, or you guys are able to reconnect later on, then yeah. But obviously, both of y'all being parents, your priority is your kids. So there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with choosing your kids. There's nothing wrong with him choosing his kid. Life happens. As long as you're an adult, as long as you're willing to recognize, hey, you know what? We need to focus on our kids right now. Perfectly fine. It's not uncommon. Hey, Bestie, my grandpa used to date this lady before he met my grandma. He broke things off with her because he said she had become very obsessed with him. A little time after he met my grandma and she became pregnant. Well, my grandpa says that when my tia, my dad's oldest sister, was born, a chaneque creature was trying to take her from her crib. When she was a newborn, my grandpa smacked it with a broomstick on its right leg, and the chaneque left limping into the cerro. Before it left, my grandpa's sister le hizo un hechizo al chaneque. She spent the night doing rituals. Fun fact, my tia, grandpa's sister, practices witchcraft still to this day. Well, 2 days later, they say that my grandpa's ex was seen limping in the pueblo. She had a broken right leg, and a day after, she spat out blood and died on the street. My tia said she did an hechizo for the chaneque for whatever bad intention it had to go back to itself and to show its true form and let it be known. So my dad's family still believes. Oh, how the turntables. Oh, how the turntables, bitch, she fucking thought. Wow, this shit gets me hyped up, not even gonna lie. I love a good happy ending. You feel me? I'm a sucker for a good happy ending. I'm shooketh. I'm at a loss for fucking words. Wow. Wow. What? Like literally just wow. The thing here is like the one you were obsessed with literally was your downfall. Got your ass with the broomstick, bitch. He said, "Bop." He caught you slipping, and now you limping, or not anymore. But like, damn, wow. I think this was the best one yet, in my humble opinion. You know what I mean? She got, and what can you do? Wow. Moving on. When I was a little girl, I was going through my dad's mom's closet. Okay, Becky, I'm gonna stop y'all with this shit. Y'all confusing me. When y'all saying, when y'all say dad's mom, like I need y'all to just say my grandma. I don't care what side it was on. That's not the point. You feel me? I need y'all to start saying grandma or grandpa, cause y'all got me confused. So your grandma. So when I was a little girl, I was going through my grandma's closet. And I found a box of 3 voodoo dolls that looked like my dad, my mom, and me. My mom saw that I was playing with them and freaked out when she saw them. She swore my stepdad's mom was doing stuff to us. She got up, father to bless them, and she burned them. After she burned them, my dad changed for the better. That's good. That's a good, bestie. That's scary. But thank goodness you was playing and you found them. You feel me? Because if not, what were you going to do? What was going to be done? Oh, wait. Wait. Oh, so wait, more to that one. About the duende who got. or no, the chaneque who I got. So my dad's family still believes to this day that my grandpa's ex was a type of shapeshifter, and that the ex was a chaneque trying to steal my tia's soul and take her to the cerro and R.I.P. her. Thank goodness that didn't happen. Literally, on her part, cosas que te mantienen humilde. Because, on her part. Bestie, my sister used to live with her mother-in-law while her house was getting built. My sister has always thought her mother-in-law is doing brujeria on her, but she's never gone to see if she is. She hated living with her. She always felt a negative energy and felt like something wasn't right sometimes, but she stayed at my place, but sometimes she would stay at my place. But anyways, one day we were on FaceTime and she was bathing her kids. She bathed my 4-month-old nephew first, and then she took him out and changed him, gave him his bottle and put him in the bed, but by the wall in the corner, if that makes sense. She even put all the pillows around him. Well, as soon as she turned around to get my other nephew out of the shower, my 4-month-old nephew fell off the bed on the end of the bed. My sister picked him up and he was crying for a little, then stopped. But something in me told her she needed to take him to the ER because it's better safe than sorry. Well, long story short, my nephew had to have brain surgery. My sister thinks it was the duendes. I don't know, bestie, because I mean, I'm not an expert on duendes. You know what I mean? Don't quote me on this. But I don't know duendes to do evil shit like that. Because that sounds pretty fucking serious. You know what I mean? To where your nephew needed brain surgery? Like, that's like, they're not fucking around. So that, to me, doesn't scream duende. I don't get that vibe. It's given something else. It's given it could be the mother-in-law. But I don't know, why would a mother-in-law want to hurt her grandkids? But it's given it something else. But still, look into it. I mean, you know, tell your sister that she needs to go get that checked. I know that it's like, people off-put a bunch of shit like that. Because, honestly, the fear. Because, honestly, you don't want to know. I think we're all human, right? And you don't want, something inside you don't want to know about it. You don't want to know about it. You don't want to know who's doing it. You don't want to be hurt. You know what I mean? Knowing that somebody close to you is doing this shit to you. And then, like, the fucking reason. So it's scary. For sure, it's fucking scary. But let your sister know. Like, she really should. Because at the end of the day, now, it's not just affecting her. It's affecting her kids. You know what I mean? So, very much, she needs to go check it out. She needs to check it out, bestie. Because that doesn't sound right to me. I know that duendes are malicious and they like to fuck around, but I've never heard of them causing that much trauma. You know what I mean? Yeah, that made me a little uneasy, not gonna lie. I don't know about that. I don't know about blaming the duendes on that one. It could be them. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I did not know. Right? The way it all happened so fast, something was definitely not right. Yeah, she needs to. I would else be obsessed with their own sons and don't care about their grandchildren. That's also true. My childhood friend that I remember was a ghost. His name was Richie. I used to play with him in the living room and share my food with him. My mom got the house blessed. The priest said it wasn't anything bad. My dad thought I was crazy. Then one day he told me goodbye and said he couldn't play with anyone because it was his time to leave, and he thanked me. I cried my eyes out because I didn't want him to leave. He was a little blonde boy. I remember him so vividly. My mom found out later on our house was moved and a family died in the house because of abuse. Bestie. Y'all be seeing shit. That's crazy. Whew. This is a lot, y'all. This was a lot. SJS, La Mano Peluda is scary. Anyone used to listen to La Mano Peluda on the radio late at night? That's so sad. That is sad. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Damn, Bessie, like, I'm Mexican, but I ain't ever experienced anything like y'all. May he rest in peace. May he rest in peace. That's what I've seen shit. I have. But you know, it comes back vividly. It's not like clear. When I was younger, it was super clear. I remember everything that I had gone through when, you know, shit happened to my mom. And just because here's the thing when it comes to stuff like that too, is that I always had before I even knew what witchcraft was, I knew it was real. I had heard stories, you know what I mean? You hear campfire stories when, you know, in Mexico, they light up fucking hay un juego or whatever that's going on. They start telling stories about this. And I didn't even know what a fucking nahual was till, like, when I was older. Literally, I think I found out whenever, They told me that there was one in Jacobo's fucking rancho. So I didn't even know what that was. I didn't know that there was so much, like, all this type of shit. You know what I mean? Honestly, TikTok has educated me on other people's cultures and like skinwalker, like all that shit. I didn't know what that was. You know what I mean? So when that happened, it's like I just thought that when it happens, it stays. You know what I mean? Like, it's like when how it happened in Mexico, I thought it's gonna stay in Mexico. No, that shit follows you. And that's the scariest thing, is that, like, wherever you fucking go, if you're not cured of it, it'll follow you. Like, that shit's wild. Because when we got back to Texas and, like, shit was still happening, I was shook. Because I was like, what the fuck? I thought we left that shit back at the border. You telling me they crossed with us? You're telling me we're harboring, you know what I mean? Undocumented motherfucking witchcraft? What is this? How did you get over? How was it that easy? Type of shit. You know what I mean? But jokes aside, that shit's fucking crazy. And until you've been, which if you've never experienced it or you don't believe in it, good for you. I applaud you, because that shit's not fun. It's fucking scary. It sucks. The trauma fucking stays with you. Should I Google Mano Peluda kind of scary? I'm not doing it. I've had enough today. I got a scary story, but I don't want to share because I was a huge miedosa and I become braver. I wouldn't even shower with the door closed until I was in junior high. I'm getting scared now. It's okay. It's okay. IDK besties. That's why I say ignorance is bliss, because if you know about it, it will happen. Yeah, well, like, I've experienced it, and, like, just because I've been through it, I'm just like, God got me type of shit. You know what I mean? Like, I've always been like that. And I know it exists. And I know that it comes from people that, you know, you once loved or love. I know that it comes from friends and family and people who you know. It's not ever going to come from a desconocido. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to tell you why. When it comes to witchcraft and all this, they have to know you. They have to know, they have to have a picture of you. They have to access your fucking name, a picture of you. They just have to, like, they have to have access to you to do some shit to you. That's how you know it comes from somebody close. And I'm not, you know, I'm not ignorant about, like, I know it's a thing, but I'm just like, God got me. Y si pasa, pues ni modo. You know what I mean? But I just feel like as long as ando bien, you know what I mean? I'm good in my faith, then, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, si me pasa lo que sea, eso se regresa. I do believe in that. For sure, I believe that shit goes back. Call Border Patrol. Bessie, start doing a podcast and invite people to tell you their story. For sure. After my mom passed, I used to watch haunted stuff all the time until I saw a man looking at me in the top corner of my room in uniform. After that, I was done and can't do that again anymore. Yeah. I can't go down the rabbit hole of that shit. Low-key, my dog is scaring me. He keeps growling and whining, and my daughter is saying scary. And I know I'm scared. It's okay. It's okay. I'm aware. I don't want you to prove it. Yeah, my prima seen... What? My prima seen a woman change into a real-life bruja at night. I have a scary story that happened to my uncle in Mexico, but it's not supernatural, so I'm saving this one for another time. I was in Puebla, and he said there was Nahuals in his town. When I would go to church, one of the mentors said, if you watch paranormal things, occurrences come to more often, so I don't watch scary things. Bestie, this is wild. It is. Bestie, what do you think about Shawty Babe being rude at Larry's cookout? I didn't see it. I thought he was really nice to her, though. Oh, wait, she was being rude to him, right? Is that what you're saying? I tell the ghost, go look for the weakest link. Bestie, I think I have to dip. It's fine. My kids be scared. The eyes are gates, y'all. I don't know. I will say that I think Larry Nance is super genuine with her. Like, I thought it was so sweet when he went over there and he was like, I saw a part of the live where he was like, Mami, ¿cuántos tacos has comido? And she's like, no sé. And I'm like, how cute. Me listening to scary podcasts. No, I listen to some of it, but man, oh man, I just because I've been through it, like, it takes me back. It takes me back to being a fucking kid. It takes me back to being scared. It takes me back to fucking experiencing shit I had never experienced before. And, like, I'm telling you, the thing that shook me to my core, and I always, like, when I think about it, I get the fucking chills, is, I don't know about y'all, but I feel like in our culture, in the Latino community, or whatever you want to call it, I know that we have bad habits, right? I know that we have machista culture. I know that it's a thing, right? And I grew up around that. I grew up, and to this day, I still think like this. Okay, call me what you want. Call me what you want. I feel like in the Latino community, we're raised that our dads are basically like the man of the house, the head of the household, and like just like the strongest person that you're gonna know. That's how I grew up. You know what I mean? Um, I grew up that like my dad was like, I had never seen him. I've never seen him sick. I've never seen him down. You know what I mean? I've never seen him like depressed. I've always seen my dad like up, and to me, he's like the strongest. Like he's the strongest man I know. You know what I mean? Like it. Like when I was younger, I'm like, bitch, your dad can't be my dad type of shit. You know what I mean? So like he was always brave. You know, to this day, I still look at him and like he's brave. He stands tall. He's about it. He's never scared or anything. And so when I saw this fucking grown ass man of you know my dad, fucking tall ass, buff ass dude, fucking scared. You know what I mean? And on his knees praying and crying, like that shit was fucking wild to me. And that's when I knew, oh shit, this is real. Like it's fucking scary. And that's like I'll never forget that. I have that image in my head, like, 'cause I'll never ever forget it. And low-key I've dreamt about it, like the scene happening again. I'll never forget, we were literally in the fucking in the countryside here in Texas, and we were living on a fucking, apparently used to be an old reservation type shit, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people had died on that land, and it was just when my mom had gone through what she had gone through. We came back, and a fucking owl had, a big ass owl had gone down and fucking took a bunch of our chickens, and my dad had saw it, and like it was just, everything was happening, and we had already got home. There was a bunch of owls just on our fucking like fence, like it was just fucking crazy. And I remember I woke up because I just couldn't sleep. I was like, what the fuck is it? And I go and I walk past my mom and dad's room, right? And I see him on his knees, like on the bed, just fucking praying and crying. And I was like, what the fuck? Like that to me was crazy. That scared me more than the owls, bitch. It scared me more to see this man who I in my head, I'm like, nothing scares him. Nothing scares him. Nothing's ever gonna bring him down. Nothing, you know what I mean? Like he's a strong man, and he's gonna protect us. When I saw him like that, I was like, oh shit, something's happening. Something's wrong. This is not normal. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, like that, I'll never forget that. And that's when I'm like, I've been through a thing or two. So, but I don't wish that on anybody. Like if you've never seen that, if you've never gone through it, good besties. Because honestly, traumatizing. Yes, I agree. I didn't see my dad sad or sick till my mom passed away, and when he cries, I feel it too, and I can't help to cry too. Yeah, because you don't see like, and it sucks. And that's what I'm saying. Like it's the culture, and we need to break generational curses and shit, because you know men should be able to cry too. Men should be able to crumble, like they should be able to have feelings, and they shouldn't have to always hold it together for the sake of the family. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna lie, I grew up like that, and to this day I still think like that. Like I just if I see my dad cry, bitch, it's like, what the fuck? Like, it's weird to me, because I'm just like, but, you know, and now, obviously, as I'm older, I'm like, okay, you know, he's a human, and he has feelings, and he should be able to cry, and it shouldn't affect me. But growing up, you know what I mean? I don't know, it's just like, I didn't think that he was a crier. I didn't know that he could cry. I didn't know that he could crumble, you know what I mean? So, it's very humbling. It's very humbling. But, yeah, that's just crazy. But now that I'm an adult, I'm like, yeah, we cry together type shit. We have before. So when you're young and you're growing up like that, it's very crazy to see, not gonna lie. They should be able to process those feelings. For sure. For sure. And you know what? If he had been like that when I was growing up, I probably wouldn't have been as fucking scared. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have been as shooketh. Because I would have been like, it's normal. You know what I mean? It's normal. But yeah, this life drained me. I'm not gonna lie. This took a lot out of me. Took a lot out. Because, damn, besties. We really got into it. Let me see if there's any more, and then I'm gonna hop off. Because, oh, we got two more. We got two more. The Black Phone has me scared, LOL. And that was a movie I told my kids. Oh, I haven't seen that movie. Honestly, I don't want to. My grandma always told me to pray when I see and hear things. I used to tell her what I would hear at the rancho. She always told me to pray and ask God to guide me and keep ill spirits away. That's all you can do. Whatever you believe in at the moment, just... If you had an earache, my grandma would do the newspaper with the... Oh, yeah, burning it. I don't know. I've never tried that. I'm low-key scared of that. I feel like I'm just going to burn my hair or something. My grandma always said that my grandpa used to cheat on her with their neighbor when they were young. They were recently married. Their neighbor was an old lady in their 80s, and that it was rumored she was a witch. My grandma said that the neighbor was a witch because one day there was a lechuza flying around and someone in the rancho shot it. The next day, the old lady was wounded and wouldn't come out. You gotta watch Black Phone, Bessie. I'm scared. Where is it? What's it on? I don't want to cry. I feel like I'm gonna cry with it. My spooky story was in 2004. I was on summer break and my mom sent me to take care of my grandma who was sick in Zacatecas. I was completely alone in that house with my grandma. I slept in the bedroom next to my grandma's room and I would get crazy chills in that room. Meanwhile, it's the middle of summer, hot as fuck, and it would only happen in that room. My first night there, I had the worst sleep of my life. I had the sheets pulled over my head and I felt someone get on bed with me, and I know it wasn't my grandma because she wasn't mobile without my help. I was so scared that I booked a flight back home the next day, and a cousin stayed there to continue taking care of her. When I told my mom what I experienced, she told me that that's the room bed my grandpa passed away in. You better than me, because I wouldn't even agree to do that. Sorry. That's not me. The thing I'm saying, my uncle passed away last week from cancer, and his funeral was yesterday. I was crying so much, and my head hurts still, so this is distracting me. I'm sorry, Bessie. Que paz descanse. It is scary, but also sad, not gonna lie. That's what I'm saying. Did y'all see Apple's Vision Pro? I saw a little thing of it. Paramount Plus is where I watched it. The Black Film seemed like a crime documentary and something that can very much happen to kids. That's what I'm saying. I'm scared. I don't want to cry. When my grandma felt better, she told my mom that her mom and sister's ghosts were always beside her, on her bedside. That's what I'm saying. She got them. You shouldn't need you. I'm glad you came back because she didn't even need you, babe. It's giving. Am I good? I'm clocking out. This ain't working for me. This is a lot, besties. Gosh darn. It's more scary. It's more kid scary. Nothing too bad. Okay. I'll watch it then. I was watching Apocalypto. I love that movie. It's a good movie. Yeah, besties. I would always see things as a little girl. I'm still scared of the dark. I low-key am scared of the dark, dude. I like being in the dark, but I have to have at least one little light on. It's very weird. I can't explain it. I like it to be cold and dark, but with a little light. Just a little hint of sunshine, if that makes sense. Thank you. I hope it gets better. I mean, it's not going to get better, besties. I mean, you're obviously going to be really upset. It'll just get a little easier. I love Apocalypse. I'm going to watch it tonight. Yeah, I'm like halfway through. It's a long-ass movie. Black Phone is low-key based on John Wayne Gacy. I'll check it out. It's just like stuff like that creeps me out. It gives me like, I don't know. It makes me sick to my fucking stomach. Cause I know what it consists of. I just haven't watched it, but I've seen snippets of it and I don't like it. But I'll try. But yeah, besties, thanks for joining my live. This was a very interesting one. We got some really good stories out there. I apologize if I laughed at inappropriate times, but that's just me. Y'all gotta get with me, okay? You gotta get with it. Y'all already know how I am. Y'all already know how I roll. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna be blessed alive. I'm watching it on Peacock. Is that what it's called? Peacock, I think. Let me cleanse the line. Que Dios me los bendiga hoy, mañana y siempre por los siglos de los siglos. Amen. You know what I mean? I hope everybody has an amazing week. It's Monday, beginning of a new month, new opportunities, new money, new everything. You know what I mean? So let's get it. Let's see what this month brings us. Let's see what June is all about. Yeah, and don't forget, if you guys want to be a part of Lost Besties, the link is in the description. You guys can join there. We got some cheese mail over there too. It was a little crazy. The last bestie live, but you know what? That case is closed. Yeah, amen. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's all that matters. And yeah, thanks for being here. This is fun. This is a good live. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, please like the live. Please help your bestie out. Watch the ads. Please and thank you if you can. Don't watch the long ones though. I ain't even gonna hold you to that. The ones that are long, it's fine. Skip it. Ta-ta for now. Hasta mañana. Te cuidas. Amen. Thank you, Bessie. Can't wait for the next live. Can't wait. Can't wait. I love you guys, and y'all have an amazing week. And yeah, persínanse. Persínanse. Watch a cartoon before you go to bed. That's what I'm finna do. About to watch a little cartoon. Next live, bestie. The schedule's posted for Las Besties. The schedule is posted for Las Besties. Check it out. Love you, bestie. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon. I'm not sure yet. The other times have not been posted, but I'm gonna get on it. I'll let you guys know. Alright, bye besties. Yeah, que no les salen las pinches patas, se lo lavan, bañense por favor. It's too hot para dormir así toda pinche empalagosa. You feel me? Bañense, lávense el pinche I was gonna say a bad word because I don't like that word. You know, el chiquitos streakies. Una talladita, you feel me? Alright, bye besties. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys soon.